Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The multi-dimensional portal is open. Konnichigen is your favorite superstar, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in virtual idol form. And we would like to welcome you to the first Final Fantasy Friday of 2023. 2023. 2023. And I don't know how to say it in other languages, but yeah, that's Japanese and Spanish. Mist, you absolute maniac. 47 out of 180 rates done in 2 days. You're going at a very fast pace. I hope it's at least been a fun experience. Great to see you, Alurin. Glad you could make it too. Oh yes, I think we're gonna smash a crystal tower today. To pieces. Well. Yeah, the drive where Final Fantasy XIV is installed seems to be okay today. It's going well though. It's been a nice enough day. These past few days, this last 2 days were like very bad on me, especially 2 days ago when that happened. Like, life was just ugh. So yeah, I've been saying, I didn't look into that warranty. I haven't had time because I don't know if I even have any, or I have any stored or anything. It was like 2020 or 2021 when I purchased that drive, so it's been a little bit of time. It's not the first time this has happened. Like, that's the second or third drive that I have had this happen to on this computer. Internal. I think blackouts have done this because I don't have like one of those like external power supplies that kind of save it. I kind of tried to use one, but I didn't know how to do it. It wasn't actually working. I'm not sure how it worked. It was actually being worse than if I didn't have it, so I stopped using it. But also, I've had a drive that's older than that one, as I told you, Lurin, that has never given me any issues in the 5 years or so that I've had this PC. Yeah, because last November I reached the 5 years with this PC. Some parts have been replaced, like that drive, but others have been there since the beginning. The SSD where the old OS is installed, which I'm glad is still working. Hopefully I'm not jinxing anything by saying that. The 1TB HDD, the graphics card, and the CPU are all still the same as the beginning. Because some of those ended just being very expensive. Oh, and also the power supply unit. A drive should at least last 4 to 5 years. You start to get me worried though. You know, I also have this external hard drive. Maybe external hard drives are different. Where did I buy it? Amazon. I think it was just sold by Amazon. It wasn't like a third-party seller. New. All of that. Been that way before. The queues so far have been 5-10 minutes long, while the raids themselves are taking 5-6 minutes. That doesn't sound very long for a raid. For the queue, I think it's about what I wait as a DPS. I don't know. But talking a bit more about that, this drive that I have is an external one that I'm actually starting to do backups in that one, but it's actually kind of slow. Firstly, because it's old. I don't think the age figures that much into it, because I think it was in 2015. I accidentally dropped it. I was in a hurry one morning. I didn't pay attention, and it dropped, and it partially opened up. It even partially opened up. It's, you know, enough to freak me out. But it still worked. But it started being a bit slower after that. And I got this drive. I remember having it like in 2013. Maybe I had it since 2012. So it's about to be 10 years old, if it's not 10 years old already, and it still works. It's a 1TB Toshiba drive. The drive that's failing me is also a Toshiba drive. I also had an external Toshiba drive that ended up failing me awfully. Like, I lost a lot of files in there. Thankfully, nothing too bad. Nothing that like really needs to be recovered. But yeah, I'm starting to get worried. Like, a few bad things got lost. I remember, yeah, I think last year I also had an issue, and no, sorry, 2021, not last year, where I replaced the drive. There were some covers I had done there that are now on the YouTube channel. Like the first few covers, like Voice, the Yu-Gi-Oh! First Ending, Ashitamoshi Kimi ga Kowaretemo. I lost the original files for that one. I no longer have the original wave files for the raw vocals or all of that either. Those are the sorts of things I'm backing up. There's a couple covers that I'm working on right now, and I back those up immediately. I also need to probably upload them somewhere, but there's not enough storage space for that. It's like a ton of gigabytes. Sometimes more expensive items on Amazon have a built-in warranty that you can find in your purchase history. Sometimes there's a warranty that Amazon gives you this option of a warranty that is like for all sorts of devices apparently. I remember buying it for something once, but I don't know if I did it for that one and how long it lasts. I need to check. It's a good idea to check. Your neighbors in FF14 have a really cool house. I'm assuming you mean the neighbors from the guild house? Mist? Since you're directing that to Lurid? I'd like to see that. Oh yes, and the time will come where I will be part of that house, don't you worry. I'm not hurrying. I'm not in a hurry, but don't you worry. No, and I remember one day, yeah, it's gonna be this year. It's gotta be this year. I set it as a resolution. I gotta become a subscriber. Honestly, what I'm really waiting for is to really just like squeeze that free-to-play trial the most I can, to be absolutely frugal with this. Even if Lurin is offering to buy it for me, I want to maybe reach the end of Heaven's Sword or so before I subscribe. That's my current plan. It may change, but if I win the lottery or something, I don't know. Or if a Lurin wins the lottery or something like that, it might change. Oh yeah, I can spare the money, whatever. I mean, it's not just about the content, the story, but there's other features that are locked out from me, but I can manage without them. I've been trying to farm a lot of company seals because I want to get more glamour prisms, and I can't really access the market to buy it from people. You can't give them to me through a trade or mail. I can't get those things, so my only method of doing that is to reach a certain rank at the Maelstrom and then keep getting Grand Company seals for that. Right now, I am at a point in which I need to do a couple dungeons to get the next rank and to finish one of the hunting logs. One of those is the Sunken City of Akarn. The other one I don't remember, but it was given to me by like one of the NPCs in there. To the halfway part of the free trial. Only the halfway part. Listen to that. Still a long chunk of it left. And I'm fine, just keep doing daily roulettes for some Grand Company seals. But I do need to do those dungeons, and since they are my first time doing them, I will want to see the story. Honestly. I did want to say though about the warranty things, I'm usually very bad at doing these things, checking warranties, mailing people, maybe even phone calling someone to make sure I do those things. But I'm very proud of myself for what I did like a few years ago with my first set of HyperX headphones, because I'm actually using nowadays the second one. It's my second one. The first one stopped working. But before it stopped working, what stopped working was the... I think it's called a dongle. It's kind of a funny word to say for that, but... You know, the thingy that you don't plug it in directly, you plug it into that thing, and then that thing has a USB connection. That's where you have the volume. It has some built-in microphone that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I don't even use that. And though it might be helpful as a backup if the Blue Yeti stops working, which I hope it doesn't. That's another stalwart thing I've had for a long time. That Blue Yeti I'm using right now, I think has been with me for like 5 years as well, or so. Yeah, it's gonna reach the 5-year mark very soon. When I started streaming, I didn't have that Blue Yeti, but I got it not long after, like a few weeks into it. I figured I really needed that. But when the dongle stopped working, it was still within the 2-year warranty period for that. I mailed HyperX for that. Boom, they just instantly gave it to me. Mailed it to me. Can we get your mailing address? And yeah, that's it. I wasn't even sure because I didn't have enough proof of purchase in my opinion. What I showed them was the box that I still kept, and it showed the purchase date or something on the box itself. It was like something that to me felt a bit ambiguous. I wasn't sure if they were gonna take that, but they took it. Wonderful customer service from them, and boom, immediately. Okay, There you go. There you go. We mailed the thingy to you. And I'm still using that for my new headset, actually. The one that is this new headset came in, I'm not using yet because this one is still working for me. So that's a good thing to have. Because it can work with any pair of headphones too. It works better with the HyperX, but it works with any pair of headphones, and it makes the quality a little bit better if you have like the feature where you turn on stereo sound, which kind of just makes it so that it sounds on both sides. I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure how it works. Sometimes it makes something sound better, sometimes it doesn't. For the most part, it makes them sound louder. It's nice to have. Though sometimes you kind of prefer not to have it because it's hard to tell the voices sometimes in some music, for example. But I digress. We actually managed to wipe on the burden of the father. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's a raid, a duty. Burden of the father, what a name. You gotta pray to Father Fortune, mist. I want to tell you a little story though, also on this beginning Satsudan. So we usually have this at the start of the stream, just chatting. The first one we're doing here for 2023, not counting the YouTube stream. The first one we're doing on Twitch, I mean. Before we get into Final Fantasy XIV. I will tell you though, I don't think I'm gonna have as much time as last week to do things. So we may not get to do all of Crystal Tower. I think it's not as long as the coils are, but correct me if I'm wrong, Lurin. We'll do whatever we can. How did you enjoy the Heaven Store New Year's event in FF14, by the way? I liked it. It was such a great story. Great lessons being taught. Great writing. The poor fellow with the gold armor. Baud Fon, it was like a French name of sorts. Baud Fon, you know, written like Butte Foin if you say it in English pronunciation, but I think that was the name, right? And then getting his new armor, the lesson being really learned, like, I got bad fortune. I put it on Discord there. I got bad fortune for the year, and then a couple days ago I had a really awful day. Some bad things potentially coming, again, if the drive really is failing. It's been okay today and tomorrow and yesterday. After I restarted the PC, it worked okay. Maybe something just kind of glitched when I started, but also yesterday when I started the PC, it didn't start initially. Like the Windows screen, the one that shows the logo, just looked very glitchy for a moment, and then it went to a blue screen. Like nothing else on the blue screen, it's just blue all over it. Like, it's not like a typical blue screen of death where you also have like white text on it. No, and I had to do a full restart, but I might have to do a checkup soon. I'm trying to be very stingy with money right now, so I'm trying not to have to buy another drive for it. But maybe I'll have to do it. I wanted to spend that money on something else. I really wanted to use that money. I got some nice money from Santa Claus this last Christmas. That is, some relatives were so kind to me. I was like, no, you don't need to, don't worry. But they insisted. No, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Here's the money. And it's right there in my bank account, because they had my bank account already. For other reasons. For no bad reason. But yeah, Santa Claus came to town. Apparently I was not a naughty boy last year like I thought. So that money was nice. I was hoping to use it for the covers I was gonna do next. Take me money, yeah. So grateful, so grateful. Such great support from them. I love them so much. Whether they give me money or not. I'll tell you though, I did talk recently about how close we are to the next Twitch payout, and yeah, it's about 2 to 3 subs for the next payout. If it's 2 subs, I'm gonna be missing a few cents, which I may not make it at revenue so fast. It takes like... So this last thing I checked, so my last payout was August, so it was like a 5-month, 6-month period I checked, and in about that period, considering I went many weeks without streaming, I made about $6-point-something in ad revenue, USD, I mean. So it takes a while even to get that money, but yeah, 3 subs would be the safe route. I'm not saying that to beg for subs, I'm just saying it to let you know. Something like that, yeah, the whole event had the theme of putting your friend before yourself, which is a great life lesson. Oh yeah. One of the many things, like, you make your own fortune, you make your own luck, like Shay Cormac from Assassin's Creed would say. But yeah, the event is not over yet, right? So from what I understand, you can go and get more fortunes told. So there's that. But yeah, I wanted to spend it on the covers. I really wanted to hire some people for this. For the mixing of one of them, to see what it's like when somebody professional actually mixes it. I think I can do a decent mix depending on the song. One of these two songs I'm working on, well, it's actually kind of three, but one of them is gonna be a YouTube short TikTok. I'm gonna mix it myself. The mix can be very simple for that one anyway. Hopefully it works out. Just gotta do some tuning to it maybe. But one of them though, one of the two full songs does involve some things that are a bit more complicated. I think I can pull them off in my Audacity amateur mixing skills, but I can maybe try it. I really need to go and give a try to Reaper or FL Studio. I was sort of considering FL Studio, but Reaper is the one that's like... Here's the funny thing about them. So FL Studio is attractive because they say it's good for beginners, for the layman like me. Reaper is attractive because it's free. It's not pay or subscription based like FL Studio is. That's the thing about it. So I don't know which one I'm gonna go for if I go for more mixing. Honestly, it would be beneficial to me to learn more mixing, but it feels like I'm trying to learn nuclear physics. I don't know if I'm really capable of doing it. Practice makes perfect and all that, but I've said it before that there are some skills that if I'm not good at them, what takes people to learn 100 hours to learn, it takes me 10,000 hours to learn. Sometimes literally. So I don't know, like I'd rather spend that time working on other stuff, improving other skills, practicing my singing. I want to tell you a little story though, before we begin FF14 today. I said this on Twitter earlier today. I am absolutely shocked and concerned about myself a little bit because, I don't know, maybe I'm getting older or it is indeed my caffeine consumption through tea. There has been more coffee consumption in these past 3 years or so, but not that much I guess. I will be reducing more of that though. So I listened to some voice rehearsals that I did. Some of them were a song I covered recently, which was Justifies. Some of them are some songs that I'm working on. One of the 2-3 songs I'm working on. This is me trying to learn YouTube video editing. There are some things that are a little bit beyond me when it comes to that, but others that I think I'm decent at, but they're still kind of a nightmare. Lyrical videos, for example, like the way I would like them to be, that's something that I want to commission. Therefore, why I was like, I don't want to spend the money on the drive, but it may be necessary. I wanted to commission someone for a video, for a lyrical video that would look really cool. These next few songs could really benefit from that. I'm proud of what I did with Justifies video, but it's still not quite what I wanted it to be. But I did my best with it. Some things are just too nerve-wracking for me. Like, I feel a headache. I feel sometimes literally, sometimes not literally, but there's a headache. Sometimes I'm just mean like the expression. Sometimes I do mean literally. I get a headache from it. Like, oh my god, like this is painful for me. But I gotta keep trying with it. There's some skills I need to like take a look at some tutorials again for some things. But I digress. I listened to my voice, and those rehearsals were in early 2020. So for a moment I thought that was 2 years ago, but no. That was 3 years ago now. They were, I believe, February 1st, so they're still like a month away from that, but rounding it up, it's basically been 3 years since that. About 3 years of voice change from that. And I don't know, Maniacs, if you will permit me, I want to share a little bit of that with you to give you the voice differences. It's just some things of my voice are better. Like, I know I have polished my voice in both speaking, voice acting, and well, not both anymore. When it comes to voice acting, when it comes to just speaking as a live streamer, and also singing, like, I've improved a lot of it. But there are some things that I think sounded better back then. Like, my range has I don't know, the range or just something in general. We're just gonna listen, we're not gonna see any video, so we'll stay in the screen. But I am gonna be playing like the latest cover on the channel. You can watch it on YouTube, by the way. For Justifies. It is mixed on like what you're going to listen to after that, but hopefully you can tell the difference. But yeah, let's see. I had the smallest hope with patch 6.3 only for it to be crushed. Why can't they make at least this one step easier? 180 rates is insanity incarnate. I'm glad you used that again. Keep reminding me to keep using that phrase, Mist. Insanity incarnate. Right here. Look into my eyes. Your favorite superstar. That's what I like about myself, huh? But, let's listen to the mix we did with Justifies here. Yeah, let's listen from the beginning. Can you feel? Tell me the truth, 信じてた未来が崩れ去ろうとしてる Alright, so hopefully you're able to notice the voice changes in what I'm about to play, because there's also... Where did I leave this, by the way? Where was the folder? You know what? How I found this? Because I was looking for things to start backing up from that drive, and it was there too. It's like an even older folder than like the usual folder I have. Where the blazes is it? The thing is, this is also a different instrumental, and it's not mixed like these vocals are, like filtered and a bunch of other things done with it. But let's see. Let me jump ahead. A little bit louder. And I think the microphone is different, but you can tell the differences already. Okay, so I got some of the lyrics wrong in that version, but I was just winging it for that. It was just a rehearsal, it was a voice test. It feels like my voice has more range to it, man. It's insanity. It's insane. It's insanity incarnate. Like it has like my earlier voice from 3 years ago or so had more freedom to it. I don't know. I haven't been doing vocal exercises in a while, Alurin. But even when I was doing them last year, especially around the 38 Kamen Rider Challenge time, which was February, March, April, approximately of last year, I was doing more. I need to go back to doing them. It's just a chore for me to do, but it's important, right? I feel... So the other thing about 2020 is that was the year I started to get into tea even more. Like, I was already a tea maniac before that year, but that year I started getting even crazier about it. Hold on, let me make a note here. I noticed something here I want to check later. Give me a second. Okay, yeah. Like, even when I was doing those exercises, my voice wasn't like this. It wasn't that free range. It's... Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they are important for my vocal cord health. Later today, after the stream, I'm gonna drink some tisanes, like a lemon or chamomile again, something like that. I need to drink more of those anyway. They are part of the tea experience, even though they're technically not teas, herbal teas, tisanes, whatever you want to call them, right? But let's listen to the chorus. The thing is, in this version, it's gonna be mixed in, but let's listen to the differences. Right. So 3 years ago or so. What a difference. Now, I think some of that is attributed to the mic itself. This was, I think I was already at the ATR 2100. I'm not sure. The quality sounds kind of lower actually, but well, that's probably for other reasons. I'm gonna start launching FF14 now. By the way, as we're finishing talking about this, and also other things like again the one that you first heard is the full cover that's already been filtered, mixed, etc. So there's gonna be those differences, but you aren't as high pitched as old you. Yes, yes. I don't know if it's the high pitch necessarily, but yeah, being able to reach that higher pitch easier. Sometimes a higher pitch is more difficult for me. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm going to start sounding old as well saying it like this, but 2015 to 2016, I was in a choir. So I'm also remembering how my range was back then. I was a tenor. I don't know if I feel like I can be capable of being a tenor. I tried to sort of go back to the choir. It was like one that you could go in voluntarily. Everybody was a volunteer in it. It wasn't like a paid position or anything. So, you know, it's only whoever can do it in their free time. That's why I had to eventually leave it. 2017, I kind of tried to go back to it. It was a new teacher, a new sort of choir project they were doing. I was just there for the first session. So he was tuning with me, tuning my voice, and I was not able to reach certain notes. He was like, you know, even tenors should be able to reach this, he said. And even then, there were difficulties in it, but... So I feel it's not exactly that, more like having like more freedom of range. Like, just very free like that, hopefully that gives you the idea. Or maybe I just had a different sort of vocal technique, a different way of approaching it. I don't know, I have... One thing that I have noticed in my recent singing is that I've controlled my voice more, because that was another thing about my voice back then. Even after I was in the choir, I would get out of control a lot. Very out of control. Before I fully transitioned to VTubing, I had a Black RX cover, actually. The Black RX cover I did earlier earlier on 2022. Yeah, like a February. It's almost gonna be a year, good God. But I also uploaded that same song, I think in 2020. And I heard it, and the voice is different for sure. You know what? I'm sorry, we are gonna get into FF14, but we gotta see the difference for a moment. So I can maybe show you for a moment. Hopefully the game sounds don't muffle this too much. But yeah, like I really need to like send this over to a vocal coach or something. Something like that. And see what we can do about it. See what they have to say, if there's something that can be gauged, that can be like understood by the coach, by the expert. Let's hear. So again, these are mixed, but I think the differences in voice are noticeable. Let's see. So the one from about 2020 or so. Let's see. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have a 90-second ad, so yeah, let's do that during the ad, I guess. Right. Now, the more recent version. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have a
瞳を閉じて顔を上げて耳を澄ませてみればいい
There's like, when we compare them like this, something sounds older, more haggard. Like, Khaiden is tired now. I might need to exercise the voice more. I am gonna start reducing tea intake, hydrating more while I drink the tea. And for that matter, let me drink some water right now. How do I say this? What is it, Allurin? Was it you who told me, like, you have some experience in vocal coaching or something? I'm sorry if I forget. You know me, I'm forgetful. But, there are some things that I think are better, though. Like, Shisumu toki. Like, the way it goes there. I like the way that there's a sort of, like, electric feel to the voice at the end. Unlike the previous voice, 3 or so years ago. Well, there's a 2-year difference between these ones instead. But let's hear the rest. Bellon has experience with that. It may have been Bellon. Yeah, thank you, Mist. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Bellon the Wise. I hope he's still around doing things. Haven't seen him in a while. But yeah. Great person. He's been a great supporter of the stream. And myself. Alright, I'll promise we're gonna get to FF14 in a moment. But let's listen to the differences. You can tell me maybe if there's something you can hear there that I can't. This is why I'm playing it here too. But okay, let's listen to the most recent one from 11 months ago.
Lonely, lonely heart 風が囁いてゆくだろう
And then the version from about 3 years ago.
Lonely, lonely heart 風が囁いてゆくだろう
Another thing I noticed is that I was more out of control for the earlier version. That's another thing that I think was a problem with it, but yeah. Because of reasons I wouldn't want to hear, haven't talked to him, he's alive. Okay, it's good to hear though. Hope he's still happy, whatever he's doing. I don't know if he's playing Lotro, since I know your feelings on Lotro, Mist. And yeah, I experienced that lag earlier this week with the Tolkien extravaganza, the Tolkien birthday event. You never realize the passion of your old stuff. Your new stuff is more monotone. And I have secondhand experience as my mom used to be a singer and my room is trying to get into voice acting, so I know a lot of stuff secondhanded. It's something. I have the passion, it's just that... It's not passion. I understand why you're saying that, but it's not a lack of passion, if that makes any sense. But I see what you're saying, that I would call it more about range, freedom of voice, so to speak. There's like a peak now to it. There's a ceiling now. Used to be a place without a ceiling. Used to be a convertible, a car without a ceiling. Now I'm converted to a to a regular car with a ceiling. No, you're fine. I understand. Like it's a word that makes sense for that. Okay, let's listen to the recent one again.
Lonely heart 一人ぼっちじゃないのさ
The older one.
Lonely, lonely heart 一人ぼっちじゃないのさ
Now, there's both good and bad things between each of them. The earlier voice, I'm praising some things about it that I feel like I lost. But at the same time, I can tell like there was more polishing to be done. I still needed to do some better exercises. Some things are out of control. That need to be better controlled. I feel like I sound like a sheep in the earlier version sometimes, but... Let's listen to the chorus.
誰かが君を愛してる誰 誰かが君を信じてる誰かが君を求めてるどこかでどこかで
From one extreme to the opposite, from too much range to too little. Don't think it's quite that extreme, but yeah, I see where you're going with it.
誰かが君を愛してる誰かが君を信じてる誰かが君を求めてるどこかでどこかで
Right, so just blame it on the mic, I always do. Oh yeah, I know for sure that earlier version was with the ATR 2100 dynamic microphone. No, the quality I have with the Blue Yeti is great. It's a good microphone for recording singing sessions as well. Lots of people use it too. But it's important to note, and both of them are mixed in a certain way. There's those things to consider, but I am shocked and concerned. Yet, for about a year now, for a while now, I've felt like I've had a lot of phlegm. How the fuck do you say that word? Hold on. Phlegm, blah, blah, blah. Give me a second here. I need to listen to the pronunciation of this. Right.
Phlegm.
Phlegm, right. Yeah, there's been a lot of phlegm in my throat, like nearly all the time. There's been some of that. A while ago, at some point last year, there was a VTuber that was doing some like reviews of people's voices. I showed them a clip of shenanigans in Lotro at the time. Give me a second, I'm just gonna remove this from the screen. And here we are, back in Eorzea. And she said like at times my voice was raspy. She was saying it in praise actually. But oh no, like raspy, wait a minute. That started getting me concerned. I'm gonna start paying a bit more attention to my voice while I stream. I really just get overexcited when I stream, man. You can't blame me. I'm streaming. The streaming in itself is gonna be an exciting activity for me. And then I'm playing a game. If I'm playing a game for that stream that gets me very excited, that's gonna happen even more. This game does that. Fall Guys does that. It's gonna happen. But I gotta slow down a little bit. I've been saying for a while, hey, I wanna have a more regular speaking voice, if you will. Whoa. The game is not performing well. This is actually good that I'm noticing this right now. So, I actually went and increased the graphics. Where is it? Where's the, to go back to high instead of standard. Yeah, when I'm in high graphics, it lags a little bit like that, unfortunately. Man, will I ever have money for the new PC parts I'll need to get eventually? No, yeah, like, this is already telling me that Apex is not gonna work out. I said I still needed some tests done on that, and doesn't seem to be working out right now. We just need new graphics cards, a new graphic card, and I need a new CPU as well. Ah, you're still dying on the queue, Mist. Yeah. I can't hire an actual vocal coach right now, though. Again, money, budget. I suck with finances. Gonna be a while before we even get a live 2D model, which is the end goal. I did want to commission a new hair, though, for myself. I think that can be done. We can do that. Just a hair. I wanted to do something. Again, kind of based on what you saw right here. Right there. Already gives you an idea of how much more fun we can have with the hair there. Maybe some hair accessories, actually. We should get some hair accessories. Because that would be great. You suck at finances too? Yeah. Like maybe I'll eventually hire a personal accountant. There you are, Melody. I've also been doing more towards being a sort of voice actor, being more of a character as a VTuber, so to speak. Look at that mount. Look at that mount you have right there, Melody. I just went crazy singing earlier today before the stream, like to see that I still got it. I didn't get it old. But yeah. I think it went well, honestly. Still got one though? Oh, you stole it from Lurin yesterday. Aha. Oh, especially with this laugh, I've been doing a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bit more, no thanks to you. No, yeah, my voice was a little bit strained today as I went a little bit crazy creating the Pokemon teams. Even something as simple as just making a bunch of Pokemon teams, even with lo-fi music in the background, I just get just overly excited like that. It's in my nature, but at the same time, gotta start not like trying to hold myself back from who I am, but looking out more for the voice, so to speak. A difficult balance. You carried during multiple of the kills, really. So, are we gonna do anything today together, Maniacs? There's the Crystal Tower, not sure if we're gonna do that today. I have a couple dungeons that I wanted to do. Shadow Zone Cast is one of them. The Depths of Semail Darkhold, so it's one of the things I'll need for the next promotion. Storm Sergeant, where do you see your rank? Where is it that you see your rank again? Yeah, Chief Storm Sergeant is the one that'll get me the prisms. This is one of the requirements. I think I probably need to complete the hunting log, and pretty much everything else that's here, it's in the no wait, this is Thaumaturge. Everything else that's left here for the Maelstrom is in a dungeon as well. The Sunken Temple of Karn, however you say that. You'll be on like 20 minutes? Okay. Did I unlock Crystal Tower? I think I didn't. You're right. Which one is it? It's not this one, is it? I think not. Legacy of Alag. I think this is it. Will take a while to unlock? Okay. Thanks for the heads up. So that'll do. I don't know how far we'll be able to make it today. Again, not gonna have as much time as last week. You know, the good news is, already as the year has started, some potentially bad things have come my way. As I said a couple days ago, the drive issue and some other things I can't talk about here, but also some nice things are coming my way. Some great projects I'm so excited about. Well, if the drive doesn't die on me, well, some of them I can still work on, like the covers. Like I can still do them internally. They don't occupy that much space, at least until I start doing the video. If I still have some budget left for the cover work, hopefully I do, then I will be able to commission someone for an exciting lyrical cover video and do something there. So yeah. I'm not sitting in queue for even one more minute. No, take your time. Legacy of Alag, yeah. My MP was literally below 1k 90% of the time on some of the attempts. That's not good when one heal costs 1000 MP. Yeah. Sounds like a difficult time as a healer. That might be me one day as Astrologian. For the raid you're doing? No, yeah, I meant for that too. Like, I mean, if it's about helping me or something like that, I'm gonna take a while to unlock the Crystal Tower. Still gonna take a while, so if you probably will have time to wait there or do your raid. Do what you need to do next. So we're gonna go to Saint Coinex. Already I'm feeling a little bit strained in my voice right now, I gotta tell you the truth. I'll be drinking some herbal stuff after the stream. I mean, I guess I could do it during the stream actually, but I would have to take some time to prepare it and such. But wow, is it really gonna take that long? Then we may not actually do Crystal Tower today. I feel like if we want to do something together, we can just do the Sunken Temple of Karn, and the other one might be better. I know it's the first Final Fantasy Friday of 2023, but it's okay, it's okay. We can still save that big deal for another time. Man, this reminds me. I did set the resolution that this year I'm gonna be playing Minecraft for the first time. Maybe I should do it like I did FF14 last year. Like it was July 1st, the very start of the second half of the year. Boom. Yeah, I am so curious to see how far I'm into FF14 by the time we reach the anniversary of when I started it, right? Around 20 minutes? That doesn't sound very long. Though keep in mind, any time that people take for something, that something normally takes here is expanded for me, because when I'm streaming, it's extra time. I pause to talk about other things like my voice differences, my singing skills, practices, etc. You know, it's really good to have those references though. I really need to back some of those up just in case, actually. Because I think it might be good for a vocal coach or someone to listen to. I would love to hear what they have to say. Well, actually, I might not love it. I might get very sad after what they have to say. I'm sorry, Khaiden, the damage is irrevocable. I mean, it's not like I can't sing anymore either, so I'm not gonna be entirely sad, but at the same time, if I lost something, I want to know exactly what it is that I lost, because again, I still can't put it into words, right? But yeah, you stream too. But yeah. So if you're saying that from the streamer perspective, then there you are, Elurian. I was assuming that, yeah, regardless of the fact that you're a streamer, like you were saying like the regular playtime for player or something. But alright. I gotta talk to someone here. Rambros, yes, over here. And also pausing to talk at the chat, taking an AFK break maybe. Well, that happens also when you're not streaming, but... oh, yesterday also, I gotta do it more often, because after I finished the stream yesterday, I got up and my legs were stiff. So stiff. I gotta get up a little bit more, so I'll be taking an AFK break in a couple of ad breaks or so, probably. Well, there's some things I need to do in the house very quickly. But yeah. What? You streaming? Unheard of. Just kidding. Who would have thunk it? Hey, miss, can you give a shout out to Elurian? Since we're mentioning it now. Go follow Elurian. Also, try doing it with the slash. Both of them. Just remember that with the slash, you gotta do... Nah? How dare you? How dare you? This is my channel. You're my moderator. How dare you? How dare you, defy my orders? I'm gonna revoke the emerald sword from you, you maniac. Just kidding. Alright, let's read here. No, and you can hear the kind of things I'm doing with my voice right now, right? I'm really going the extra mile to make sure I'm not straining it. Not really overdoing it. Especially with the voice I'm about to read. Like, I tend to go for a very haggard voice for these guys. Like I do for the dwarfs in Lotro, in other things. So I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna try to keep it a certain way. Okay. Why, if it isn't Khaiden Tajikin himself? I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say? By a man clad in foreign garb? Yeah, I remember this. Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. Anthropogeographical endeavor. That word is not as difficult as it looks. Thank you, Mist. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? The bot died again? What? I can see the move on message on my end. It doesn't show it on the stream, but it was there. This is weird. I was told by Moobot on a stream, on a couple streams ago, that I need to update some things, but apparently it's kind of working. Maybe something to do with that, like... You see the first shout out, not the second. Yeah, I see the Moobot shout out. I see it. Can you see it, Mist? Can anybody else see it? It showed us an announcement. Follow the portal to the channel of Elurian Direstorm over at twitch.tv/Elurian_Direstorm. They were last traveling through the dimension of Final Fantasy XIV Online. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first... Khaiden, I thought it was you. Darida. Ah, Sid, hello. What brings you to St. Coinax? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low on apparently insuperable foe, yes? No? I'm guessing that's what it's gonna end up being. You see it, Mist? Okay. Oh, I see you two are already weird-ass bots. Yeah, I don't know. There's something I need to update with MooBot. I just haven't bothered because, I don't know. Oh, or maybe it's on mobile. Oh, so either it's a thing on your end because your Twitch app is not updated, or your browser if you're using that on mobile, or it's the fact that I haven't updated the MooBot, or MooBot itself just hasn't done it on mobile anymore. I think it's something I need to update to also make it show in every platform. I don't know. I think the chat box I have here, which is from Stream Elements, does automatically filter the MooBot and also the Stream Elements bot itself. Nightbot maybe. Some bot messages do show up. The Nightbot messages show up as far as I remember. But yeah, it's kind of funky. I don't know. Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Khaiden. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteer for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The Sons of Saint Koinak are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allagan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that, look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allagan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the ultimate weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond what Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Tol Skeva simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder that you have had one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allagan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Nice. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allagan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the ultimate weapon and the lesser moon Dalamud before it, we witnessed a little bit more of that in the coils, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. I just took a nice screenshot of that. I think I should use that in a future stream. If we do more of the Crystal Tower in a future stream, I should use that for the thumbnail. Or for that. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground. But, like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal, pointed at the bosom of the heavens. I'm taking great screenshots here. I'm not doing it with the in-game screenshot feature. I'm using the GeForce Experience for this. That's why you're not hearing anything. Like the little snapshot sound, right? While Coles connects to past history, Crystal Tower and Stoneline become huge players in the story moving forward, so pay attention. Thank you for that reminder, actually. Sid is working though. He knows about this. Oh, wait. Aha, there's the barrier. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues, carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 Sentinels, as the Sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. That sounds like a raid, alright. 3 minutes! Did a run, very nice! Glad you were able to get into one. That was insanely fast, let's go. That means that everybody was a good player there, right? Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. Why don't you just fly with an eagle into Mordor, right? It's a different thing. There's something that makes it be a bad idea, you see? My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Khaiden, but I can think of no finer man for the task. If I didn't know better, I said you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. Haha. We're gonna see each other way more, Sid. My dear friend. My Garland friend, who I'm going to see in multiple Final Fantasy games, I think. Yeah, I think the only one that didn't have a Sid was Final Fantasy 1, maybe 2. But I think retroactively the remakes implemented a Sid. I don't remember, like I finished the first one, but I don't remember some of the things. Like, it was a remade version, it was not the original 8-bit one either. But I don't know. I think there was an airship that you used, and I think maybe they said that a Sid built it, but I'm not sure. Maybe Starry could say something about that. Starry was the one that was also knowledgeable about the other FF games. But anyway, I mean, we could check the wiki for that, probably, the Final Fantasy wiki. There is much more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Ducky! Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry I keep mistaking you all. I'm terrible with those things. Bad memory and all that. But yeah, thank you, Lurin. I thought Starry was also, though, familiar with things, but yeah. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Indeed, we may take some time to prepare ourselves for this. Talk to me, Rambros. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. He's very familiar with 14. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. What about thunder? Isn't that an element too? I should know because I'm a black mage. I use part of that. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Or is it like Avatar, in which they make thunder and electricity be like a sub-element of fire? Steel is a sort of sub-element of earth. Ice is a sub-element of water, kind of. Duck is familiar with the whole FF series. There you go. There you go. Final Fantasy Duck. I want to try to remember it like that. Just picturing a duck in every Final Fantasy instead of a chocobo. Like, a duck in every game, like Sid in every game. Maybe that'll help me remember. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the Beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you. But we need someone to enter the Beastdrive strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Linosha, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugamaro mines are located. Very well. Oreni makasero. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Will I need help on this? I might need some help on this. We'll see how it goes. There are actually 6 elements in FF14, and you don't find out much about that till way later in the game. Even that has a story to it. My god, this game. My god. There's a reason why I love it so much. Well, there's several reasons. This pretty easy? Okay. It scares me when he says stuff like that, like, whether you go with friends or alone. Okay. So, slay the cobble sentry to the Philosopher's Crystal, designated location. Alright, and a Sahagin one. Let's go for the Ugamaro Mines. Ah, yes, I remember this area, I think. Or at least similar to another area we went to the other day. You did it solo when you did it on Torumi? Okay. Yeah, what level is this quest? I might be over level for it if it's not level 60. So I might be able to do it from there. Ugamaro Mines. Yes, let's go on the Starlight Steed. So to me, this is the last day of the holidays. You know, the cheery, wintry holidays. Christmas, Frostval, Starlight Celebration, Winter's Veil, the Life Festival, Hanukkah. Well, it's not just wintry. Depends on where you are on Earth. Not joining that fate. Ah, there's the boss music though. Yes, I will need to get rid of some of these, I think. Oh, whoops, that's not the dismount button. Still fun to do, though. Let's see how this goes. I think I will still aggro them. Like, it's 12 level. It's a 12 level difference. I don't know if that's enough to prevent combat. All Crystal Tower quest rates are level 50. Gotcha. So yeah, I have leveled it by 10 levels. Don't know how much of a difference that makes, but let's see how this goes. I'm not leveling it up anymore for a while. And it's okay, I don't need to hurry up the leveling process anyway. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Cosmo gets the final blow, that's what I'm talking about. So we got a flawless Earth Crystal. Does it show up in like the key items in the inventory? Yes, it does. Wonderful. By the way, I remember a while ago, on one of the early streams, we did some stuff with these, like, shards. What were those things for again? I completely forgot. Can somebody remind me what the places they were for? Okay, let's go for the next one. In Western Lanosha, through Elport. And then we go there towards the northwest. Anything tell us below you shouldn't aggro? Okay, okay. I remember when we were last here, we aggroed, although I think at the time I still wasn't level 60. I was like 57 maybe. Yeah, man, maybe you're right. I'll try to go over there. Well, next time I'm there, I'll just see if I aggro anyone there. Whatever. Alright. Sugino Basho, Ikuzo. Let's go to the next location. I see I have something here. Into the Valley of the Skull. Channeling your full powers from Mommy Crystal Goddess Khaiden. Ah. Is that what we're gonna do? Look at the landscape here, man. I'm sorry, I gotta take a screenshot. A couple screenshots here. The scenery, oh my gosh, look at that. I'm guessing that's a location. Have I done anything in that location yet? I don't think I have. I don't think so. That like tower with the stuff going through it, whatever it is. Let's spread some cheer. Yeah, tomorrow is the day to take down decorations. I'll change my Twitter profile picture. I should change the background we have for this screen as well. In this case, that's it. Man, I can already feel my voice a little bit strained. Let me drink some water, hold on. While we listen to some boss music. As soon as I get more stable income, which I'm hoping to get back to this year, that's another resolution actually, I will definitely start looking into a vocal coach. You know, I should maybe also look for a doctor that specializes in singers, voice actors and such. Probably would be expensive too, but at least I need to see what options are available. So yeah, I shouldn't be aggroing these, right? These sea wasps, there you go. They look like jellyfish. I can picture a Pokemon looking like this. Like Tentacool and Tentacruel. As far as I understand, when they're on land, they also float above the land. And their new sort of like counterpart Pokemon, converged Pokemon, whatever they're called, from Paldea, Toadscool and Toadscruel, are like that too, because they're not water Pokemon at all. How do I get to that area that I'm trying to get to? Hold on, there's gotta be some entrance or exit to specifically get there that I missed. Okay, it's gonna have to be through there. We'll ignore this fate, we'll ignore that other fate. We're gonna come across that other fate again. Alright. I think I got the map. And yeah, I shouldn't be aggroing the enemies here at least. Still, let's try to float. It would be better to do that. That tower's where you fought ultimate weapon. Ah. Okay. I see. Yeah, from the outside, I don't even know what it looked like because we were like on the elevator inside. That's great though. Now getting to see the location from the outside. Sahagin Wave Rider. Ikuzo! Fighto! Tadakai no toki da. Dakara genkai battle tataku tsukete kizu tsuita tte ii n janai. Wow, yeah, like I'm starting to pay attention to the range of the voice. I haven't sung that song in a while. Remember that I was singing it for a chunk of last year? I need to do it again for like battles we have. Oh man, yeah, something of my voice has been lost here. I need to regain it. And it kind of breaks my heart, but if it involves cutting back on tea altogether, then I will do that. I'm gonna need a source of caffeine somehow, but yeah. I've been overdoing it with the tea. 2020 was the year in which I first ordered high quality teas that you drink in Kung Fu style and such. That was the year in which I learned how to do that, and thus I got deeper into it than I've ever before. Some of you have met me like long after that, so you already saw me be an absolute tea maniac. I already was before that, but now even more so. But yeah. I'm gonna cut back on it a little bit, and I'm definitely gonna cut back on caffeine. I'm sorry, on coffee altogether. Like, that's gonna be a super occasional thing now, because I drink it nearly every day too. Apart from tea. But that's a different story. I also need to clean around. There's probably some dust maybe that just gathers around. But I think it's more than that. Again, I need some sort of doctor, vocal expert, a medical vocal expert of sorts. Let's go back with the Starlight Steed. By the way, the game has been functioning very well. I don't see any drive issues so far. Some of the songs I played were from recordings I made for those rehearsals earlier today. They are in that drive, and no issues playing them, nothing lagged. So there's that. Look at all the crystals around here, man. This truly is the area of the Crystal Tower. And on that note, let me take a screenshot. Yes. Oh yeah, who do I speak to? There they are. Rambros, if that's how you say the name. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to clip through him. Okay. Well, didn't realize where I was standing, but I can't move anymore. I'll progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastmen strongholds. I got the crystals. 2 of them, that is. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Khaiden. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Saharak, the war camp of the Amalja in Danalan, the latter in Natalan, the roost of the Ixal in the hills of Kurthas. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first 2, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. These feel like the things that were involved in the rituals that invoked Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. We're missing a water primal here, I feel. I'm guessing it's part of some other raid or something. I recall there was this big Kraken raid of sorts. I've seen people play here and there. They're like on a ship or something. Don't tell me though if it's a spoiler. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what those things are. First we go to Thanalan for the Amalja. I'm very familiar with all this, thanks to the fact that I started in that region. Feel like there's still a lot of things to do there. That, well, probably side quests. I might just save them for off the stream. We'll see how it goes. Southern Thanalan. Yeah, there's a quest I need to turn in here, but this is not where we're going. To the northeast. Over there. Iron Tortoise. Wildfire Sprite. Just reading things out loud. Kinda trying to take it easy on my voice now. I wonder how I'll feel after I have a Tisane later today. I'm gonna try to choose one that has lemon on it. I have some bagged Tisanes there that I haven't used in a while. Hopefully they're still in good quality enough. Good enough state to drink in some way. We shall see. Yeah, I shouldn't aggro any of these, right? Oh no, wait. The areas around here might want to get rid of some ads, but we'll see. Hopping on by the way. Nice. Yeah, let's go for the destination here. I might aggro the other ads from like splash damage. I think that's what makes me aggro some other people here and there. Who dares trespass in Saharak? I dare. We dare. Bring it on. Iguzo, fight. Let's go to the next location, in Kurtas. So the 3 starting places and then Kurtas, which is like the 4th place you see, right? If you count 1, 2, 3, the first 3 places, which one is 1, which one is 2, and which one is 3? Up to you. For me, I guess Tanalan is number 1 because I started in Ulda. I don't know whether Gridania is 2 or 3 though, and the same with Limsa Lominsa. Which one did I do? Like, which one did I see first before I went to the 3rd one? I don't even remember. It's gotta be their archive somewhere on the streams. Which reminds me, I have not been doing the stream archiving well. Some streams have unfortunately expired already. That's the thing that sucks about Twitch. Will I transition fully? I did Gridania 2nd. Ah, there you go. So Gridania is number 2 for me. Limsa Lominsa 3. You still remember it, Lurin. How do you remember that? I was the one that played it and you remember it better than me. Seriously, just air travel like this makes you appreciate the landscape so well. And whoops, didn't mean to do that. The screenshots always fail for me. I read that it's something to do with the antivirus I'm using. And I did the steps to prevent that from happening. You have basically to whitelist the program to prevent it from like being blocked by a firewall, but I did it and it didn't work still. I still should look into it because sometimes the GeForce experience doesn't work, and I would have no way to take screenshots otherwise. If neither of them work, right? Well, there's a way to do it, but it's not really the best way. Yosh, ikuzo! Let's go for the next battle. Kaka! What did they say? Hold on. I want to read that. Oh, the dialogue doesn't show here. They said something like, Kaka, this is our crystal, or something like that. Because I remember you got to Limbs and talk for a while. How it wasn't as pretty as Gridania, yet you picked them anyway? Is that what it was? I mean, that was when I was choosing the factions. It was already long after I discovered them both. I think that was something else. Like, I'm talking about the first time you go there, which is before... Or is it before, like, you see the speeches of, like, all the faction leaders and you decide which one and company you want? Or did I get it wrong? I'm not sure. That was the first time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I picked it because the maelstrom fits me. That little spiral that they have for a symbol. Yeah. There's no purple faction. Had there been a purple faction, I would have gone for that, of course. No questions asked. Or maybe not, you never know. What am I doing? Let me just teleport back. What the fuck am I doing? Let's get back to Mordona. Ikimashou. Yeah, man, my voice doesn't feel the way it should be. Or maybe I'm being too hyper aware of it, that I see things that are not really there. You know, hold on. I'm gonna play a voice clip here. Let me see if I still have it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I still have this. Illurin, let me see if you recognize this. Let's see. Did I get an invite? Hold on. I'm not looking at the game screen right now. Okay, hold on, Sapphira. You know, I'm looking for things that aren't there because I'm so hyper aware of things. Oh no, I don't see it. I don't know where it is. Can't find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here somewhere. Oh, I think I know where it is. Okay, hopefully you can hear it over the game. Listen.
Always you must meddle. Looking for trouble where none exists.
Let me play it again. It's like that voice in my mind, when it comes in, I gotta tell this to that voice.
Always you must meddle. Looking for trouble where none exists.
Tell me where that's from. Here's a little quiz for you, maniacs, in the chat. Where is that from, and who's the person saying it? You can say the name of the character or the name of the actor, either one or both. Yes, it's from The Hobbit. From the movie, that is. The first movie. Who is the character? Yes, Sir Christopher Lee, playing Saruman. Still the white at that time. Still the white. Not the many-colored, not the black. Saruman the many-colored. We ever have another adaptation of Lord of the Rings? Or even The Hobbit? If they have Saruman appear in The Hobbit? Well, first of all, it's gonna be a shame not to have Christopher Lee play Saruman, but that's inevitable. But also, where was I gonna go? Yeah. I hope they do Saruman the Many-Colored. Yes, you greeted me, right? You were here somewhere, Sapphira. I just saw the emotes on the chat. But yeah, may he rest in peace. Yeah, what an absolute legacy. What an absolute legacy. No, he lived a fantastic life and he lived to a very nice age. Of course, it's a shame not to have him anymore with us, but I think his is one of those that we can look back with great happiness, even in death. Will legend mark me as the king, of whom future generations will sing? Cast me not in my old age, when my will and strength doth fail. Forsake me not, till I show forth thy arm to all the ages that are yet to come. And that's from Charlemagne. The Charlemagne albums that Christopher Lee himself did and sang in. So that's something that Christopher Lee sang. And he figures into his life. Oh yes, legend marked him as the king. He's a descendant of Charlemagne. He's an actual descendant of Charlemagne. He was like a secret spy in World War II. Got to give some advice to Peter Jackson about what it's like when somebody gets stabbed. Got to play Saruman, Count Dracula. No, not Count Dracula. No, yeah, he was Count Dracula, right? And Peter Cushing was the one that was Van Helsing. And some other roles here and there. Count Dooku. I mentioned Count Dooku, right? Count Dooku, Saruman, Dracula. Those were the most notable ones. Singing metal. But when he's already like in his 70s, his 80s, even his 90s, I think it was, he's singing a symphonic and a heavy metal album. And a bunch of others. There's a Don Quixote single that he did in metal style. What a legend. Holy cow. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? I want to be me. That's gonna be me someday. I want to still be doing this. Yeah. I've been worrying that my voice, maybe it's just the fact that the voice got old. And I lost something that I can't recover anymore from my younger voice. Well, I'll do what I can. And if it takes being like an old Charlemagne figure, singing in a very deep voice now, sort Sort of. Yeah, I'll do that. But I need to go back to vocal exercises. No, here's the thing. You can still do those for the most part without like a one-on-one training. Like ultimately, they are great to do with a vocal coach one-on-one that you're hiring yourself and you're actually speaking to each other. But there's some great videos out there on YouTube of so many vocal trainers, coaches, former singers, actual current singers that are also training in vocals. And they do those videos, tuning, harmonizing, training, that sort of thing. One of my favorites is called Madeleine Harvey. Look her up if you like. She's done so many sorts of videos for that. She continues doing them to this day. I think she also has services that you can hire to have her as a coach or something. I probably can't afford them right now though. But yeah. He lived and died a legend. Let's continue. Khaiden, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? We have the Wind Crystal and the Fire Crystal. Kaseto... How do you say fire again? Hi? Kaseto Hi. I don't know. Yeah. She's a great one. If you ever want to look her up. She's aimed at singers though. I am gonna start looking for somebody for like maybe voice actors, and I mean, yeah, like anything that applies to voice actors applies to live streamers, honestly. Any sort of live streamer, because you're speaking for like hours and hours and hours and hours. I am, I keep saying, I think I'm very good at keeping high energies during a stream, but the voice still gets strained. It's been very strained as of late, because I remember I've had streams like the one where we completed the Realm Reborn, right? 7-8 hour streams, in which even at the end of it, my voice is not strained at all. The 12-hour streams, even those, like, it would take me like, until like the 10th hour or so to start feeling some strain. Maybe, depending on how it goes, right? But alright, wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. I keep thinking about that project that I want to do someday, of novelizing like MMORPGs or RPGs of this nature, in which usually... Well, mostly MMORPGs where you have a single protagonist, which is you, the player character, but my novelization would change it so that it's multiple people, like a party, like in a single-player RPG, a single-player Final Fantasy, really. There is like a central protagonist like Cloud, Terra, Noctis, but they still have a party of people as the protagonists, right? Persona, another example. There's a central protagonist, but it's still a party all the time, or most of the time. So I will modify it so it's like this. So that last quest we just did, that would be a really good time for the gang to split. For the Scooby gang to split. And each of them goes for a different crystal, and somebody else does something else. Something like that. I maybe would change it so that Rambros says before we give him the crystals that we need those materials, and because this party would be more than 4 people. We're talking about a raid full of people, maybe, somehow. I would love to do the same like in D&D. Yeah, that's a good example too. That's an even better example, because I don't think that one has anything like a central protagonist. Maybe here and there in a particular type of campaign, something like Critical Role. Critical Role doesn't have one like that, but I mean one that's like produced for a specific purpose, with a specific story in mind. There's this one that was done called Vampire the Masquerade LA by Night, and there's a character that Annabelle, who feels like she's the central protagonist, so to speak, in many ways. Even though there's like 4 player characters, 6 later in the later seasons. But yeah. So yeah, you require my services, alright. We got grade 5 dark matter. Can somebody tell me what that's for? Crafting. Oh, repair equipment for levels 1 through 50. I'm guessing you need a profession, right? For that? What was the profession? Who was it that had it? Ducky? Last week, we saw that we couldn't do it because I'm free to play. I'm still in the soup kitchen. Eorzen soup. I wonder what it tastes like. You think they put chocobos in the Eorzen soup? That would be terrible, actually. I think leather worker. Okay. I mean, well, depends on the armor. You're right. It might be blacksmith or it might be leather worker. Oh my god! 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 You just reminded me of something I can't believe I forgot. I am so sorry. I think you, Elurian, if you really wanted to do the Crystal Tower with me today, I am so sorry, but we're gonna have to take an intermission to show you something. I'm making a big deal out of it. It's the memory game. I made the memory game and I played it the other day, and we should play it on the stream. Hopefully I still have the link because I didn't create an account on the website. So maybe it's still there. I need some time to open that. What is going on? No, it's the memory game. I had the idea earlier this week when I made it to start the stream with that, but I didn't do it. Like before we actually went into FF14, we would do that. We didn't do that. Now it's a good time. I'll tell you what though, I'm gonna take an AFK break because there's an ad break coming. I need to do some things on the house right now. Very quickly though, doesn't take long. But yeah, oh man, yeah. Give me a second, let me check my history. I finally did it. And I put every single class, like the jobs, the classes, the crafting ones. Let me see if I can, if I still have the game here. Okay, I have the game itself. I think I no longer have the option to modify it. Oh yeah, I have the link to modify it too. Let me see the link. So I'm not sure if it actually shows every single one of them. I think I might head to bed, 12:31 right now. That's alright, Mist. That's alright. You'll go get some food? Yeah, go and do that. And we're gonna play that memory game when we come back. And no, I wanted to share the link with everyone, but I was saving it for the stream. And I forgot about it. But, well, I'll share the link afterwards. We can play it. You can play it. It has been nice to teach me a few things already. It's quite difficult, though, because it's a ton of choices. Have a good night as well, Mist. Mithril dreams to you, alright? Oyasumi Nakai. Yeah, I'm just gonna open it here. And I'll have it ready for when we come back. We are gonna continue the Crystal Tower quest as well. We still haven't actually unlocked it. But we'll do it in a moment. There we go. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do the salute. I was gonna do the bow, but okay. The bow. But yeah. Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes. But as always, everyone, stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. Oh no! No! Ah yes! Beautiful victory royale! That was so close. VICTORY 3, 2, 1 settle, never give up. Oh yeah. 次元の扉を運命を世界に鋼のビートを刻め夜明けを信じて最高銀河のかける天使の証勇気のエンブレムさあ攻撃サンライズの攻撃 Now 変身 Mask change and that's gonna be the end of the duel. There are some beautiful one-turn kills from this deck sometimes. It's just the best. I activate the effect of Elemental Hero on its Neos to increase the attack of Kamikaze by 2500. The attack is now 5600. Hissatsuwaza Rider Kick! Kamen Rider Kamikaze. Rider Kick. Warewari no shori da. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. That's why I love the Mask Heroes, because I get to say that their finisher moves are Rider Kick. Ah, the crown of the multiverse. Oh, yes, this is better for me. Oh, yes. Yes, now we can play Civilization 5. Now we can lead the Spanish Empire to victory. Yes. All right, let's do this. I think there is a way. Doesn't seem like there is. Oh, I love blowing people up like that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. It's important. It's important to see if you can interact with the environment in this game. And in this game. Like... Ah, it's so beautiful. Omatase shimashita. The game screen. Where is my game screen? There it is. Oh, yes. Are we ready to play that game? Oh, yeah. Welcome back. As well, Illurin. Sanding it down. Is that the one we do next? I think that's the one we have to do next, right? So I'll remain around here. Oh, yeah. Look at that camera icon. Were you using the idle camera? If I take another break today, I'll use that next. So is your roommate? All right. Well, I think we should take a look at that memory game. Shall we? It's already ready right here. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to do it. Let's see what we can do. It's big. It's a lot of like cards on it. Yeah, and all of them can't fit on the screen. Even if I zoom out, it just readapts itself to still not have every one of them on screen. Yeah, even going full screen, it just keeps reshaping itself. So, yeah. Oh yeah, let me have the desktop audio again. Forgot to do that. Or rather the game audio, that's what I meant. Give me a second here, just gonna show the screen. Still gotta do it manually every time from the browser window. Well, this is the memory game. I hope it's not too hard on the eyes. I did find this to be hard on the eyes, but there's no way to modify what the back of the cards look like. So this is the way we're gonna do it. Let's start from the top. This is Black Mage. This is... No, wait. This is not Black Mage. What am I saying? No. I was gonna say this is my class. No. I believe this is Ninja. I'm not sure. I think that's Armorer right there. That's Dancer, Alchemist, I think. Monk. Machinist. Ah, there's the Black Mage. Herbalist, maybe? I don't remember. That's White Mage. Scholar. I forget what that one is. Naturalist, maybe. Fisher. That's Astrologian. That's either Gladiator or the other one. I don't remember. This is Red Mage, I think. Rogue. We haven't seen Rogue yet. That's Lancer, I believe. I don't remember what that one is. This is Gunbreaker, right? That's Warrior. Red Mage. So I think we saw Red Mage around here. Where was it? Where was Red Mage? Around here somewhere, right? Okay. Was this Red Mage? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If the cards don't flip back, it's because you got them right. So this is Weaver, I think. Fisher. Fisher was right here. Where was it again? Right here. We got Fisher. Black Mage. Where was it again? Here. Here. No, it's this one, I think. There we go. Black Mage. Some of them are obvious, like, oh yeah, I get it. A meteor for Black Mage. An axe for Warrior. Fish for Fisher. But some of them are confusing because you see a gun and you're thinking Gunbreaker. No, it's Machinist. Okay. And I don't know what this is meant to be for the Red Mage. I don't know what that is. Weird. Carpenter, Machinist. We saw it earlier. Ah, there it is. There it is. Which one was this again? This is Bard. Goldsmith, we haven't seen that. Minor, I think we haven't seen that yet. Arcanist, was this Arcanist? Yes, yes. There we go. Rogue was around here. There we go. Haha. I'm doing better than the first run I did some days ago when I created this and started testing it out. This is Conjurer maybe? Or no, this is Thaumaturge. Right. That's Thaumaturge. I forgot what this one was. Marauder, was it? Did we have Blacksmith already? No. I saw like Blacksmith or Armorer around here. I'm not sure. Conjurer. Alchemist was here. Was one of the first ones we saw. Yosh. Alchemist. Dancer was... Is that Dancer? Yes, that's Dancer. Like a heart, I guess. Pugilist, we haven't seen that yet. That one I can recognize. This is, I think, Blue Mage, right? Gunbreaker was here somewhere. I think that's Gunbreaker. That doesn't look like Gunbreaker to me at all. This gun here looks like Gunbreaker, but... I don't know, I'm just picturing something being broken by the gun, and that's why there's like this line in the middle, like something got broken, and that's the best way I can remember it. That's the thing that makes the most sense to me. This one, I forgot what it was. I think it's Dragoon. But nothing about it really says Dragoon to me. Weaver was here somewhere. Where was Weaver? Over here. Goldsmith. And Armorer, hold on. Armorer is right here. Goldsmith is here. Yes. It's great to be able to identify them. Even if you know them already, it's still a good memory game, right? Monk. We saw Monk. Yes. I don't know why. I picture that as a bunch of fists. Like the motion of 3 fists punching very fast. Somehow. Or like... The lines between the knuckles. If you make a fist, your fingers will have these lines between knuckles because they're together, right? It's the space between them, but because there's no space, now they only look like lines, so it's like the space between knuckles. I don't know. Best way I can describe it. Carpenter, yes. We're doing really well here. Miner, and I'll share the link. I'll share the link with everyone. I'll put it on the Discord. I'll put it on... Actually, yeah, let me make a note. Put it on Twitter, maybe. This is Leather Worker. I don't think we've come across that yet. What is this again? This is Samurai, I think. Nothing about it screams Samurai to me, so I'm just picturing somebody in a Samurai armor just doing like circle motions with their hand to like form the symbol. Like a mime doing some sorts of circle motions. That's the best way I could make sense of it. That shield, I believe, is Paladin, though. Thaumaturge. Is this it? Yes. Like, it's been a while since I've been a Thaumaturge, so I'm not sure. Blacksmith. Blacksmith was around here. There it is. That's gotta be Blacksmith. Not the same as Armorer, necessarily. Pugilist. Where was Pugilist? Here it is. Just punching. I'm guessing that makes you turn into a monk later on. That's an option that you get, right? It's a similar system to Ragnarok Online that FF14 has with the classes and jobs. Only now am I really realizing it more how it works. Like, yes, I went from the Thaumaturge to Black Mage, but I think I also had another option as a Thaumaturge. Give me a second. I wanna look this up very quickly. Like, what do you have after that? What are the options you have to upgrade to, so to speak? You start in the city of Ul'dah. Ah, so the following crafting classes can create items that are useful to the Thaumaturge: Carpenter, Weaver, and Goldsmith. Weaver, not Leather Worker. Is it light armor that I'm wearing all the time? Is that what it is? Might be it. So where does it tell you what you can become? Oh, it's only Black Mage. Okay. Let me take a look at the next one. So classes are the ones that you start with, and jobs are the upgrades. Like, I need to know the differences between both of them because they're both classes to me. And in a way, they're both jobs to me because that's what they call it in Final Fantasy. Like, previous Final Fantasy games, that's how it was. Doki can confirm that if we see him again here. Might see him again for the Terraria stream. I'm so sad that we couldn't have it this week, but hopefully next week. Again, I need to look into the PC situation, but I digress. Let's take a look at Archer, for example. Bard is one they can become. Only Bard? Okay. I think it's only one for each of them. I thought there were like more than one. Let me see. Gladiator becomes a paladin. Marauder becomes a warrior. Archer becomes Bard. We already saw that. How does that work? You become proficient with a bow and arrow, and suddenly you gain the ability to sing. You become good at singing and playing the harp. How does that work? If I had known that, forget about vocal exercises and a vocal coach. I'm gonna learn how to shoot with a bow and arrow, with a crossbow. I'm gonna get into archery. That's how I will become a really good bee singer, a great utaite. Let's see what Lancer becomes. Dragoon. There you go. Yeah, some of these end up becoming tanks, even if they're not tanks at the beginning. And some of them don't come from like a default class. Welcome back, Alurin. We're in the middle of the memory game, by the way. I just was curious about like which classes get what jobs. Yes, Pugilist becomes a monk as I suspected. Rogue becomes a ninja. That makes sense. I was just wondering how the hell did you gain singing skills from shooting with a bow and arrow? Like, I forget about the vocal lessons I want to get, or a vocal coach or doctor. I'm just gonna learn to shoot with a bow and arrow, with a crossbow. And I'm gonna become a better singer from that. Because Archer becomes a bard, and you know that very well, Alurin. You learn how to sing from being an archer. But yeah, Conjurer, this is White Mage. Arcanist becomes... they are the ones that get two jobs. Two options, which are Summoner and Scholar. Nice. I might get into the Arcanist because Summoner is another one that interests me. Well, they all interest me. I'm eventually gonna get all of them, but yeah, some more than others. Let's see the other jobs then. Some of them don't have a base one then, like Blue Mage, Machinist, Dancer. They don't have one. Astrologian, Sage. I thought every class had like multiple options, but I got it wrong. Welcome to your favorite F14 class. Literally a mix of Hunter and Minstrel from Lotro. Love it. Yeah. I see what you mean though. But yeah, it's because of that. You have like the music side of things, and then the ranged weapon. Crossbows, bow and arrow. Oh wait, we have the ninja right here. This is ninja, right? So I'm already doing really well in this. What is this one? Scholar? Oh, botanist. Hold on. Is this botanist? This is indeed botanist. Lancer was here somewhere. Where the blazes was it? I forgot. Ah, there it is. There it is. That's gotta be Lancer. This is one of the obvious ones. This is one of the obvious ones. Not all of them are like that. A lot of them are like that, but not all of them. Here we have Bard. Speaking of which, did we encounter Astrologian yet? We did. We did. There it is. Here's my future. Ore no mirai. Kado no chikara. The power of cards. Gladiator was here somewhere. This is Gladiator. Or is Marauder. Okay, this is Gladiator then. They are very easy to confuse. Like the double swords, the double axes. I feel like axes fit a Gladiator better than swords, but okay, whatever. Where did I find this? The website is called puzzle.org, but it's spelled P-U-Z-Z-E-L.org, and you can create a memory game. This is the one I created, and I'll be linking it on Discord, and probably Twitter after the stream. I made a note already, so I won't forget. Summoner. Did we see Summoner? I don't think we've seen that yet. Ah, there's Marauder. There's Marauder. This has got to be Marauder, right? 2 tank classes. I wonder what will be my first tank class. What do you think would fit me, Maniacs, in terms of the way I play or in terms of the way I am? My brand, right? Astrologian fits me because of who I am. Right? But what do you think I should go for my first tanking class? Still gonna be a while before that. Like, gotta become an Astrologian before that and complete the storyline maybe. Same with Black Mage, I gotta complete the storyline. I'll want to do that first, but yeah. Dark Knight? Yeah, Dark Knight could fit me. I can see that. Ah, there's the Summoner. That's the one. right there. I don't know what this is. It looks like a hat. Looks like a red mage hat for me, so I would think it's red mage, but red mage is this thing that I don't know what it is. Kind of looks like a spear, like a lance. Like this is the handle, and the rest of it is the spear. If that makes any sense, right? But okay, summoner. I picture a summoner with a hat, and the others don't have hats for some reason. Embrace the darkness. The darkness. I travel across the cosmos as a star cluster at Lurin. I know that very well. It's important to shine through that darkness as well. And here's the white mage. Yes. That staff is a very distinctive white mage staff, though. Like, goes all the way back to the first Final Fantasy. Like, the classic white mage look has that kind of staff. Dragoon was here. No, that's not it. Yes. I think that's Dragoon. I don't know, I guess I kind of picture it looks like a sort of dragon face. Like from the front. Without the eyes. Like you're seeing a dragon from the front. Kinda looks like it. That's how I remember it. Blue mage. Yes. It's these ones. It's like the masquerade. Oh, culinarian. We haven't seen that yet. Here it is. And leather worker. Thank you, Lurin. Let me hydrate as we take a look at the last card here. Samurai, yes. I think we did see that earlier. My voice feels fine enough. You know, I've also been using these like caramel candy. It's ones you buy at a pharmacy because they're meant to help you with your throat. I haven't taken them in a while, but even when I was taking them, I was with issues, so... Again, I gotta go back to some exercises and maybe start looking at a particular type of doctor. I don't know if an ENT can take a look into this. An otolaryngologist, they look at the throat, but I don't know if this is something they would have expertise on. Otherwise, I don't know what kind of specialist it would be about, you know, anything to do with the voice and the throat. Anyway, I did just drink right there, by the way, Lurin, in case it wasn't noticeable. Samurai. That's leather worker, though. Let's get that. Samurai. Oh, this is paladin. There we go. He didn't do that intentionally, but there we go. Here's samurai. This is, I don't remember what this was. I think it's scholar. Oh, no, wait. Is this Dark Knight? Yes, this is Dark Knight. There we go. Yes, well, maybe I will go for Dark Knight after all. Is this Scholar? By the way, you can backseat me. You can backseat me if you like, although we're about to finish this. Warrior right here, and last but not least, Conjurer. Wait, that's Conjurer? That's Conjurer? Nani? That's weird. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. I would have expected botanist or... Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I never picture nature as something like with the Conjurer. Like this sort of thing. Baby white mage. I'm guessing it's something to do with the lore itself, the story. Healers of nature. Right. Okay. When I hear the word Conjurer, it doesn't make me picture a healer of nature. I picture like somebody with a wand or a staff like me. A white mage is like that, right? But okay. Well, they do have a wand or a staff, but more like nature. In this case. Yeah, you can see like a flower at the end of this staff that she's wearing here. That they're wearing here, I should say. Okay. But that was the memory game. Waku waku desu ne. Wasn't it exciting? I'll link that. I'll link the playable link on Discord and Twitter later, alright? If the flawless crystals you procure for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, either sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the guild master, however, I was informed that no ether sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procure the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring either sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that our secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. It's a good idea, you know, merchants can be assailed by bandits in the middle of the road. Sometimes it is good to give deliveries to heroes like me, to adventurers. Or you hire adventurers to escort you, right? But that's also the thing, like, the warrior like himself came to deliver this? My gosh, this must be important, right? In any event, it is my hope that when next we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of either sand we require. Get the feeling we're gonna find more than one with the way he phrases it there. Ah, to Ulda. So I can just use the return skill. Let's do that. Might as well use it, like otherwise I'm never gonna use it, I'm just gonna teleport. And this way I save a few gil, just a little bit of gil, right? 900 seconds to cool down, how many minutes is that? Over 10 minutes? 15 minutes? I can't do math. I know 600 seconds is 10 minutes at least, but... yeah, it would be 15 minutes, right? 300 seconds is 5 minutes. So that's 15 minutes. Yeah. 900 seconds. But we were going for sanding it down. Oh no, wait. Let me teleport. Where is it that I go to? Ah, yes, the Goldsmith's Guild. Of course, that makes sense. So we'll use that Ethernet shard over there. I gotta get a triple triad duel. I think I got some extra cards the other day off the stream. No, wait, I think that was before this. Like the Thancred card, right? I should check my decks. Oh yes, I should do the daily Cactbot. I forgot to do that. Didn't do it yesterday either. I didn't have time to log in. I was hoping to do a daily leveling roulette. Maybe we can do that today. I'm sorry to think we're not gonna do the Crystal Tower. If that is the case, maybe we can focus on the dungeons I wanted to do. If you're okay with that, Lurin, if you were still up for helping me with that. See how it is. One way or another, I want to watch the cutscenes, so... mostly players are nice for that, but hopefully, you know, they're understanding for that. I'll tell them, though. I'll tell them, hello, it's my first time in this dungeon, so I'm watching the cutscenes. I hope it's okay, right? I've been very good at speaking to players in the game while still streaming, paying attention to the chat. I've been polishing that skill. It's been nice. Usually, I don't see the game chat that much, but I'm working on it. It's important to do so. It's important to do so. It's for some people, when they're playing with the streamer, like, they can only communicate with the in-game chat because switching from one window to another, they may not have 3 monitors like I do, like most of us do, but yeah. No cutscenes in Crystal Tower. Maybe we'll do that instead. I don't know. Ah, Master Tachigen, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Here's a big bag of gil for you. Like a big bag of money. I like it. You're here on behalf of the Sons of Saint Koinak. What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rambros with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected ether sand. The only thing in Crystal Tower is chaos. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jamie over... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. No worries. Come on! Oh, Biggs! Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the ether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. I get the feeling he's in the same expedition as we are. Because Sid was there, so... Hey, Biggs, what brings you here? Khaiden, It's been too long. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? The same thing you have at your eye on, it seems. Well now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, and yet invigorating at the same time. Well said, Jamim. Oh no, you're here for the blooming ether sound, aren't you? Sorry, I'm the one that reserved it. We're the ones. Maybe. Well, I can't deny the Allagan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. Propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of ether sand. They're similar to what we're doing. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this patch here, even for you, lad. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this gentleman is a representative of the organization that reserved the ether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that his purse is considerably larger than yours. Hey, that's not fair though. The reservation is a fair point, but that one is not. Oh, it's like that, is it? We're on the same side, my friend. Alright, this batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grab me a role in this project of yours. Sure thing, come into the project, Bix. If you can bring Wedge too, you can do some good stuff. I don't know what, but some good mechanical stuff. Bring in Maggie. I'll bring in Maggie. I have the mount, I'll bring in Maggie. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. There you are. All's well that ends well, right? Yes, the Goldsmiths Guild I'll also join eventually. All the guilds. Now then, from what you told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected ether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There's said to be a peddler in northern Tanaland who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of ether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanland without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? It's Tataru, isn't it? It's Tataru, my boy is pairing up with my girl. Yes, let's go. Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him. Maybe it's not Tataru though. Just in case the heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. That's a good idea from Wedge. Alright, we speak with the experienced adventurer in Blue Fog. Perhaps I will learn something from them. Who is it? Is it really Tataru? Maybe it really is Tataru. Let's see what this ends up being. We're gonna have 90 seconds of ads in a moment, by the way. No, yeah, that looks like an experienced adventurer, alright. Let me drink some water. I'm at this part. And you're laughing, so I'm guessing some shenanigans are gonna happen here. Looking forward to them. It already looked like it was heading that way anyway. Whoa, I froze for a moment there. Yeah, when I drink the water, it kind of happens. It worries me for a moment because it kind of looks like when my VTuber program crashes. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, The only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. Wedge was just too much on her, wasn't he? You wish to hear my tale? I warned you. 'Tis no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lalafelin lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what he was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrive, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion and have not seen him since. Oh, that's not good! Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Hey, you didn't do your job right? Should have done a bit better than that, girl. Then you best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor soul may yet be lost in the old Imagina mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Hey, you bitch! Hey! What the fuck do you think you're doing, you bitch? You're gonna come with me! You come with me! You gotta rescue him! Your employer! You gotta come with me! Hey, hold on, this is just a slap to the face. What do you mean you just wanna rest and just be here? You still have a job to do! Can you believe this? Can you believe how mean and how lazy she is? What the hell is the matter with her? She's gotta come with me and she's just staying here. What an absolute bitch she is. What do you mean you're just gonna stay here? You gotta come with me. Have you missed the Outlandish man? I'm not sure. I think not. Or if you mean like the very start of the quest where the Outlandish man gave it to you, we did that some streams ago. But it's good to see you, Flynn. Glad you could make it to the stream nonetheless. I'm just wondering why this bitch doesn't come and help me. Oh, you go and do it. You go and rescue him. I lost him. I was supposed to protect him and oh, I lost him. I'm not gonna go on and get him back. I'm too tired. What the fuck do you think you're doing? You were supposed to protect him. She had one job and she failed spectacularly. Is there like an adventurer blacklist somewhere so nobody hires her services anymore? This is ridiculous. Gotta report her. No, seriously, that's not a nice thing to do. Lunatic followers everywhere. Let's see where Wedge is. Oh, Wedge. What have you gotten yourself into this time? Let me get some Gisal greens. Yeah, thankfully I'm over-leveled enough to not aggro any lunatic followers here. Sounds a lot like my fans, like you maniacs, like you superstars. You're mostly AFK, but hello. No, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Evelyn. Happy first Friday of 2023. Or Saturday if it is for you. Also the first Saturday of the year. Last Saturday was still 2022, wasn't it? Where is Wedge? Gotta be here somewhere. Come to me? Okay. Gotcha, Sapphire. Wait a minute. Gotcha. Thank you. My boy, I'm here to help you. I gotcha. Your old friend, Khaiden Tajigen, is here. Have no fear. How could I be so stupid? Sticking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I do. And now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Because you're Florida man TM. There you go. The first Friday, there you go, of the year. Aha. Yeah, I'm sorry, please don't kill me. I promise to leave and never come back. Hey there, old friend. Khaiden, is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? The little wave. Actually, ignore the smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand which Biggs and I need for our research as it happens. It was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away. Wow, she ran away. That's what she did. She's the bodyguard. She left the very person she's supposed to guard and she ran away. What an absolute piece of work she is, man. Wow. Okay, I get it that it's more than she can handle, but she's still supposed to protect him. Wow, can we just put him or put her on some blacklist on Eorsia? Like, don't hire this bitch. She'll abandon you. Like, seriously, that's the one thing you can't do. You're supposed to protect them. And several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. You can abandon me anytime, queen. Trash adventures for the win. Seriously, I don't like her. I don't like her. How can she do that? As another adventurer, this is disgusting to see. This is indignifying. I'm indignified, damn it. I can't even say words properly. I am shocked. This is incredible. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen ether sign is right here in my Oh dear. You must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. I gotcha. And we need that quicksand too. Ether sign, I mean. You'll find the ether sign in my stead? Hi, ore ni makazero. Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Khaiden. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. We're fine, I don't aggro them. Just stick to me. Just stick to me. I'm not a tank, but I'll do my best. Probably going to spawn some enemies, or it'll make it so that I aggro them anyway. Wait a minute. Oh, Sapphira, you're in combat. I'm like, why are we hearing combat music? But there you are. The earth-cradled ether sand. No fights, just the one Sapphira is doing. You take care of them, Sapphira. We'll be fine. Oh, or actually, will they attack if I escort Wedge out? Is that why you're getting rid of them? Khaiden, have you had any luck locating the ether sand? Hi, kore. Fire-kissed ether sand, what is that one? Yes, that's it! Oh no, it's the other one we got from the guild. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect ether sand, and you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Yes. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that ether sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your Pokés, Khaiden. Hey there, Bob. Happy Friday/Saturday. The first one of the year. You know, there's this meme. I showed it, I think, last Friday as well, because it was the last Friday of 2022. But I need to show it again because it's not just the fact that it's the first Friday of the year, but it's also the anniversary. Because it was on a 6th of January in 1995 that this happened. Give me a second here. So I can properly show it on the stream. Today is Friday in California.
Today is Friday in California. Huh?
Today is Friday in California. Huh? Shoot! Bang, bang, bang. So, this scene is from Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. I believe it's episode 46. Yeah, episode 46, and the air date 1995, January 6th. So it's been 28 years. And it's not just the anniversary, it's the fact that it falls on a Friday, man! It falls on a Friday! We're not gonna get this for a good amount of years again. The 30th anniversary in 2 years is probably not gonna be on a Friday either. I think it's gonna be maybe Sunday or Monday, because next year is a leap year, so there may be some more days added to it. But there you are. There you are. I love that meme. I try to give it a like nearly every Friday. Take a look at it there. Alright, let's get back to Mordona there. To Saint Koinex. And we still need a couple of ether sand, right? I'm sorry, Lurinite. I really think we're not gonna do the Crystal Tower unless it really doesn't take that long to do. You were saying no cutscenes, just chaos, but I don't know. I don't know. I think we can do maybe a couple roulettes, but not that much. My time is more limited than last week. No, let's save it. Let's maybe give it more room for other people to show up for that. So we have a more complete squad. Is the Crystal Tower a raid? Remind me if it's a raid or not. Like, to give an idea of how many people we need. There may be an unsynced option, but if it's not as difficult as the coils, I mean, I would love to do that synced. You tell me. Oh, and I see, by the way, you're a machinist. A Sapphira. Yes, it's great to start recognizing the symbols. I want to get into a group right now and see if I can recognize them after that. It's a raid and it's quicker than you think? Alright. Alright. I think I'll give it a try today then. Alright. It's just this did take more time than I expected. Like the unlocking and all that. Also because we are doing other things. I had a long conversation at the beginning about my voice and stuff like that. And also the memory game we played. Again, I'm gonna link it. I hope it's fun for you. You can create any on the website. Maybe you can create another version of it. We could create it for other classes in other MMOs if they have a symbol. Could be fun. Creating like characters and their names for Final Fantasy XIV. For anything. So many things you can do. So easy. Again, you just give it a picture and you give it text. Or it can be picture and picture, text and text. I like to do that for Pokemon. I like to do that for Pokemon badges. Like the 8 Kanto badges and the name of the gym leader or the name of the gym or the name of the... Yeah. Or the name of the badge itself, right? Or with all 18 Pokemon types. So many options here. So many options. I gotta do those because memory games are good for your mind. To keep it sharp. To keep it like... I've been told by a psychiatrist before that they help really get your brain active in a way that will make you be able to sleep later. Because it like ignites a lot of things in your brain. Sparks a lot of things in there that make it so you're not in a lethargic state. And then at night you wake up and you can't sleep. Do you ever have that thing, you know? You ever have that thing? Like, during the day, you're sleepy. During the night, you're not. And you need it to be the opposite. When people have sleep issues, that's one of the common ones, I think. And I know because I've had a lot of that. And I think that's one of the things that was recommended for that. Memory games. Word search. I've done word search like that before. I need to do a word search for the classes and jobs. Why do we hear combat music? What are you up to? Sapphira. But alright. Ah, Khaiden, you have returned. I take it from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some ether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? We got Fire Kissed and Earth Cradled. And we got a couple of friends to join us. This expedition will be even better. Haha. I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected. And 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are. But ether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. I got a couple of people that have something to say about that. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back? How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employers are so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order. But first, let us savor the preliminary victory that Khaiden has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Sure. Oh, and I get to choose one of these Still don't remember how you mix materia. I know we did a quest related to that a while ago, but I already forgotten most of it. Direct hit ray, critical hit, determination, or should I just go for the elegant silver piece? Grab the gold? Okay. Yay, money. I shouldn't sell this now because I keep being in the free-to-play like camp. Let me see. Where did I check my my money? Okay, I'm kind of far away from it right now, actually. I spent it in quite a few things. I actually need to buy some more pearl chocolates. Keep myself buffed every time. Some more Giselle greens, maybe. Raisins I also need to get. Materials are worth anything to level 90? Okay, thanks, Flynn. Thank you, Sapphira. Let's continue. And here, X potions, X ethers, high elixirs. X ethers might be helpful though. They might be helpful in the middle of the battle, in the middle of a raid or something to instantly recover that MP. When I've run out of the other ways to instantly recover it, right? So I don't have to switch to Blizzard. Blizzardo. Let's continue. Yes, yes. I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charleyan acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parsimon Tread, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where either side might be bought, it is he. I'm gonna try to ask for the friend too, though. We should try to ask about that person. Like, did you by any chance see this person? I don't have a description of what they look like, but okay. Let's go to New Gridania. Atarashi Gridania. Guridania. Guridania. Is it the same name in Japanese? I wonder. Guridania. I'd love to see a video comparing the voice acting. Yeah, that reminds me, I still need to rewatch the scene with Sid versus Bahamut. I still haven't rewatched it since that. I need to do that. I need to do that. I've been saying I will, I haven't done that. Yay, Gridania! Yes! Always a joy to come here. It's great! I have a great connection to every city. I'm glad I didn't choose Gridania, the Gridania faction. So, I have a reason that makes me happy to go to Tanalan, which is the fact that it's my starting area. It's like going back home, kind of. Until I get a home, right? My own home in the game, whenever that is. And eventually an island, but that's much later. Gridania, I'm always happy to come here because it's my favorite out of the 3 in terms of the way they look. In terms of the feel. And Limsa Lominsa, I am always welcome there as a member of the Maelstrom. So, very happy to be in all 3 of the starter cities. Isn't that great? Isn't that a great thing to say? I'm gonna try to do this with future characters because yes, I do plan to have future characters. Like, the faction is never gonna be one of the starting cities. And I make some lore reason why they have a connection to the other city that's neither the starting city nor the faction city, so it's always like a triple threat going on there. Like a 3-way dance, a nice trinity. All the different words we can say for 3. Triple, trinity. I have at least 1 character in each, yeah. I mean, there's a unique storyline at the very beginning for like the starting town, from what I understand. So I will want to create at least 3 characters. 2 more characters at least. I might go crazy enough to create 1 for every race, I don't know. Yes, I'm sorry? Did you say you wish to purchase ether sand? My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the materials you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of ether sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore, from which the water-aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. I'm your fool. Tell me where to go. You seem undeterred. Ah, very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Bitus Nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Very well. This is what must have happened to the other fellow. They may have died actually to that big tusky thing. The Hugs territory, alright. Around Quarry Mill. Sapphires in the Flames Ul'dah. Ah, I didn't know that. Nice. Sierras and Gridaniacus Limsa intimidated them and they headed to Ul'dah at the beginning. See? Story reasons. I love it, Blin. I love it. But what was like the starting city for Sierra? Depends on your starting class as well, right? So yeah, it will also figure into which starting class I give to one of those to those future characters. It's possible that I have played with every class already by that point. I don't know. We'll see. It will involve a subscription to be able to have them on the same world, and I'd rather have them on the same world. I think it makes it less complicated. Or correct me if I'm wrong. That's how it works, right? Because as a free-to-play player or with a particular type of subscription... Wait a minute. It's already been killed. What happened to our friend that first came here, eh? I wonder. Old Thaumaturge also. Old astral shadiness gave Sierra paranoia issues. Ah, yes. Yes. You reminded me about that. I actually forgot about that already. You are too late, adventurer. And not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Darida. Ah, no. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now, stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone. Taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of ether sand with you. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. What the blazes is going on here? Britannia will always be my favorite city of the original 3. It might still be mine. Although the opinion might change when I see like the starting storyline in each place, right? I'll raise you then, I'll raise you. Folgord float. And then I'll go on my mount, one of my mounts. Let's start using random mount. I know it's only 3 options right now, but it's fun to do that. We'll eventually have more options for that. Let's see who we get. Mount Roulette! Yay! Hey, there he is again, Cosmo. Alright. He's there by my side. When we're out on the field like this, don't think I forget about him. My dear fellow here. Yeah, I think Cosmo is a he. We can say that. I gotta eventually name a Pokemon Cosmo. I don't know who it's gonna be. Maybe no one. And it'll be reserved just for my Chocobo friend here. But yeah. You have a challenger. Indeed. But, well, yeah, speaking of challengers. I need them to group up to do the damage. Whoa, that's a lot of them. Let me do some crowd... Oh, wait. You're here, Sapphira. Okay. I was hoping to do some crowd control. We won't need that. I think we are fine like this. There we go. We'll get the wind touch ether sand. What about that water touched ether sand though? Minigun for the win. Nice, nice. That's what a machinist is like then. Can't wait to see that class. It's gonna be one of those non-fantasy kind of classes. We've been talking a lot about that, especially with the coils and what we did there. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of ether sand slipped my mind. Where are you? I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations! The wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Brow Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. I really feel like the character, whoever is talking like that, sounds that way. Like, oh, thank you for the performance. I gotta give you a gift. Oh, wonderful adventurer. Thank you for the entertainment. Hoo hoo, ha ha, hee hee, hoo hoo. Something like that. Oh, yes, the Dullahan here. We can ignore the Dullahan, surely. The water blessed either sand, whoever you are. Hey, thank you, I guess. Thank you. What's about to happen here? Now, what were you expecting? I took the liberty of refining the ore from Urt's gift into either sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Was that the person that originally was going to retrieve that? Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. I'm starting to like this person, though. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men. And I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Meet this person in a second? Good, 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 good. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. I like them. He's a big character in the story? Good. I'm liking them. Good, good. Like Palpatine would say. No, I gotta watch out for my voice right now. I'm hyper aware and hyper sensitive with it right now. Otherwise, I would be doing a potential Palpatine laugh. I saw the celebration. That was kind of a good timing on the emote. Did you see that? When you did like a sort of bang with your hand, I disappeared. Hopefully you saw the timing there, Lurin. Maybe on your end too. Like I mean from like the stream right here. Maybe on your end. I think that was good timing. I think that was good timing on that. Let's do the Mount Roulette. Will it be Cosmo again? This time is the Starlight Steed. Ah, we need to have Maggie again to balance things out. You saw it? Good, good, good. I love it when it comes together like that. Even if it's not planned. Even if it's not a keikaku. Translator's note, keikaku means plan. Yosh. Let's turn this in. Who has been talking to me like that? We got a mysterious stranger here. We got a fan. We got an anonymous fan right here. Would you look at that? Hey, just like all of you, you beautiful shining stars. You shine in the darkness, but you still shine nonetheless. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about lurkers like you. I see you, and yet I don't see you. I don't really see you. If anybody's lurking, I don't really know if they are. It's not something I see myself. Oh, do you want the reverb? Good timing. Good timing. Let me set the timer. Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You're kind of lurking, Bob? Ah, but now I see you beyond the lurking. But yeah, it's the same with all of you lurkers. The anonymous fans. But your support is still appreciated so much. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? Much closer than you think, my friend. Let's hand this over. Let's hand this over. You brought both! I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. Let's get the X either. I'll put it on the inventory. Remind me if I forget after this. Hold on, let me also open the timer. There, that should do the trick. Wow, look at that. The Luca... Whoops, didn't mean to open that. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Khaiden here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Elegant's front door. Glow sticks! Yay! Glow sticks! Let's have a party! It's like a concert! It's like a party. Da 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 da. Do you know where that's from, Illurin? Or anybody else? Tsugi susure hateru made da 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics. Subete gono da 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 kiete go. Imada, wake up, wake up. You can't go without us, Chief. There they are. You don't actually? It's the second opening to Overlord. Go, cry, go. It's like a party. Something like that. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Yes, go, cry, go. Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allagan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garle malts look ancient. I know, you should know that. That's why I was wondering if you would get it. Sounds a little bit different, of course, when I'm singing it. Especially since that English part, it's very different pronunciation with like OT, the singers. Is that how you say the band name? Even after all this time, I don't know. They're also the singers for the opening of Eminence in Shadow. I remember now. And no, Illurin, before you ask, I haven't caught up with it yet. No. The last episode, did I tell you what the last episode was? It's the one in which ends in a cliffhanger. They end the arc in which the woman that he was dating, the protagonist, Sid... another Sid, by the way. He's dating her, and he doesn't want to date her because it puts him in the spotlight. He wants to be a side character, right? They conclude the storyline, and she just like does something to him that makes him bleed a lot because he rejects her proposal to be in an actual relationship with her, and he extends a hand to someone all bloodied. I'm that far behind. Yeah, I haven't caught up yet. It ends in that cliffhanger where he extends a hand to some girl that fell, I think, that bumped into him, and he's just full of blood everywhere. And no, I don't know what happens. I haven't read the light novels nor the manga, if there is a manga, I think. Comes from light novels, right? So yeah. I'll catch up. I got many others to catch up on. 3 other anime that were ongoing in that season. I think most of those, if not all of those others, have ended. I think only Eminence in Shadow is continuing. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads. I really do. But we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology? Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allagan Empire could not save their civilization and have damn near doomed ours. Twice. So, the ultimate weapon is one of them, and the stuff that was done with Dalamud in the coils was the other? Or did I miss something? Did I get one of those wrong? That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, steal away its secrets, and let's remove this reverb because the timer is up. That's 5 minutes, they really flew. Well, I was busy also reading the dialogue and all that. Thank you for that reverb. Illurin. Wait, hold on, where's my reward queue? I need to start, like, looking into these. Just completing all of them. It was you who redeemed that, right? I'm sorry. Alright. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding will such as yours that have defined the course of history. Darida. Ah, of course, making a grand entrance from the top, are you? Whoever you are. So, you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? There he is, Hype. Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Ether Sand? I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. I told you, it's a grand entrance he's making. I like him already. Him, her, they, da-da-da. Have I seen this person before? I don't think they look that familiar, but the heterochromia on the eyes. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? Catted boy? Yes. I believe an intro... Oh, wait a minute, I know who he is! Well, kind of. There's a Twitter account where there's like advice from Graha Tia. And I followed that, like when I was about to start FF14, and I have yet to meet the character. Now I've met the character. Yes. I'm sorry that was loud, sorry. When I went like that. That's another thing about my voice, it sort of goes very like screechy. Like very screechy a lot of the time. Didn't used to happen that much. And it happens in music as well when I'm singing. I think I want to avoid that screechiness. Best way I can describe it. Graha, my dude. Love this guy. Nice. Graha Tia. Did I say it right? I don't know. Graha Tia? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Graha Tia, one of the students of Baldesion. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Come in, you're welcome to join. Another of my top 10, nice. From the advice of the Twitter account, that's meant to be like him or his advice, I think I'm gonna like him even more. Remember to take breaks from Final Fantasy XIV, adventurer, stuff like that. I'll make a doll of him eventually, nice. I did actually see the spoiler doll that you put on Discord, Blin. Didn't have much to say about it though, because again, they're spoilers. I don't know though, like it doesn't spoil much for me really. Probably gonna forget about it when I get to that part of the game. Anyway, you know me. And if you don't, welcome. I am the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in virtual idol form. We may be about to get into the Crystal Tower. I actually need to end the stream at the top of the hour though. I don't know if we're gonna have time. The Lurin said it's short, but I don't know. Graha Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. He is most welcome here. So then, our fellowship is complete. I like him even more for saying that. Fellowship? Yeah! And all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! That's the name of our superstar squad, Noah. Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Saint Koina, can we? We don't have time, but you met Graha, so worth? Yes. And we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. Superstar Squad is fine, Graha, but okay, I'll go for what you want. I could claim that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus. Magus? An Archmagus? I like the sound of that. Magus? Like mage? We're already getting along. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Oh, look at Biggs. Look at Wedge. Hell yes. Ready! Hey, we are Noah! That's the name of the Superstar Squad. How long do you think it's gonna take Lurin to do the Crystal Tower? I think this finally does unlock it, right? Oh, Graha Tia, I look forward to doing more with you here in the future. Gentlemen, the secrets of ancient Dalag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Do the next part? Okay. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. Yes. Haha, yes, this is my hype. This is my way of powering up. Well, one of the many ways. There it is, there's the little bang that you do. I told you earlier, yeah, when you did the bang motion, at the very moment you did that with your hand, boom, I disappeared. It's like you made me teleport just like that. I love the look of this area though. I think the crystal tower in itself is gonna look great. Something to do with the future of the game, what I'm going to see in the rest of the game, I'm curious. Look at the scenery here. This is a Final Fantasy area. Crystals, right? The crystal tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Cid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take lead for the present. The lead for the present. Lead the way, my friend. Garland, my old friend. It looks so cool though. I love multicolored things like this too. One for each of the 4 elements we did, right? Fire, water, wind, and earth. Let the adventure begin! Haha! Oh, this looks so nice. I'm taking so many screenshots. Probably gonna use them for a future stream. If we do more Crystal Tower later on a future stream. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Yeah. I'm sharing that excitement, Lurin. Even if we don't do it today, I don't know. Lucky for us, that is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yards of the tower's inner reaches. Yes, I thought he was gonna throw a stone, Cid, I mean, but yeah, there it is. There's the defenses. You try to go and boom, you're incinerated right there. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. The Fire Fang. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Use the glow sticks! Use the glow sticks, yeah. Hype, hype, hype! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh wow, I thought he was going to insert it in like the square in the ground. But that works too. And the statues are destroyed. I wasn't expecting that. Haha, success! Look at the way Big celebrates, I like it. Rest in peace that you were a real one. I for one am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Ah. I thought he was going to like stab the square in the ground with it. With the sharp end. Now Biggs does the water one, nice. And this is so fun, this is so fun. Wedge might get the next one, is Graha, okay. And Wedge probably gets the next one. Yeah, leave it to Wedge. I've hogged enough spotlight. I like being a shining superstar, but others should be too. Everybody should be. You know how I am about it. You know how I feel about that. It's your turn, Wedge. No, don't look at me. I'm not gonna do it. Ah, come on. Leave it to Wedge. This last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. What about Wedge? What about Wedge? My boy. Alright, I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it myself, like Thanos said. He may be too afraid to do something like that, honestly. Haha! That's the strength of the earth. That's from a song from Kamen Rider Wizard. Called Strength of the Earth. Funny enough, Kamen Rider Wizard uses the same colors to represent these. Because you don't always see wind represented with green and earth represented with yellow. But that's what they used for his forms. Like, his default form is fire. Obviously that's red. Water is blue, a deep blue. Earth is yellow. Wind is hurricane, as they call it there. Hurricane, please. That one is green. Haha, we did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Yes, Graha. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Khaiden and a handpicked party of his adventurous companions enter the tower. This is the one where they have to sort of justify the gameplay. Doesn't make sense though. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. I mean, yeah, don't leave out Grahatia at least. He seems capable. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. It's a good point he's making though. I don't have to escort them and also be worried about protecting them while I'm doing that. Right? Khaiden here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While Khaiden and his companions are risking life and limb to bid us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, Historian Grahatia. Bah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? Khaiden, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if the dead relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Khaiden. Wakatta wakatta, oretachi ni makasero. And I say oretachi because it's us. I think alluring we should do it on another stream, though. I think it might be better, but there it is, the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Can't wait to see what it looks like on the inside. It's gotta look so fucking good. So freaking good. But it might be better, maybe even Mist can make it with us. It would be something in which I'd rather have you, so you can be patient enough to help me, to make me view the cutscenes, I mean. I do want to see, like, the entrance there. I mean, again, players are for the most part nice. This is a raid, so... I mean, maybe we can do it unsynced anyway. I'd love to do this synced with people, though. There are no cutscenes. Okay, they said the link shell thing, but okay, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Undertaken Alliance, a squad of 24 adventurers! Oh, yes! Oh, yeah... can't unsync. No, I think we really should save it. Go to HUD layout to make sure the Alliance lists aren't in a bad spot. You have to do this synced. Their default positions suck. Okay, I'll do that in a moment. Last line will appear to the right of the party list. By joining forces with a party, you can achieve that, which will otherwise be impossible. Okay. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Maybe here, underneath the... Well, no, it should be next to the party right here, right? This becomes a roulette, by the way? Good. Looking forward to it. Right here next to it, right? There's some hotbars there, but I'm never using them. New Game Plus guide, interesting. Limit gauge. Enemy list. Because party list will be 8 people now. So yeah, the party will be covering this entire part. And the Alliance list next to it. Okay. Is it only 2 then? I only see 2 right here. Seems like it's only 2, really? I need to look into this again. There's some things I need to do with this, I think. Just 2, okay. So it's your group and the 2 other groups. 8 times 3, 24, right? 8 people per party. Right. I'm not that bad at math. I don't know. Man, how long does it take to learn? I'm very tempted to do it. But if it's something like 30 minutes, yeah, I think we might call it. I won't be joining, but I wish you luck. No worries, Vlindrel. Thank you. You've already been of great help. You gotta go? Okay. Around 20 minutes. Then let's start the next stream with that. It's a climactic way to start the stream too. That would be great. Maybe Mist can join us if it's not too late for him still. I'm thinking I'll still start the stream at the same time as usual, 5 p.m. next Final Fantasy Friday. I do need to see if the computer is fine though. Hopefully it is, and I'll be able to have regular streams next week. But yeah. Yeah, no worries, Flynn. No worries. We're not doing it today anyway. And it is gonna be here in the Duty Finder now, right? Raids, the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Let's see roulettes. So it's not here yet because I think I need to do it for the first time, maybe? And it gives you 100 tombstones, that's nice. Maybe a little next stream, that's okay. I might do other things, we can play the memory game. When I start, we can talk about things, just chatting, that's them. But that's only if you want to be there, Illurin. Ultimately, I can queue up and find other people. If you want to be there, I love to wait for you, but you've already done this, so I know it's not necessary for you. Not really. But yeah, it's fun with friends, right? It's always fun with friends. Definitely want to help you with this? Okay. Then we can wait for you if you're able to make it next week. But I'm not gonna make it like you need to make this a commitment. It's whoever can next week. Many things can happen in a week, right? You love helping people? Yes, I know you do. You absolute warrior of light. Like a true warrior of light, you see? Before we go, though, let's go to the gold saucer before I forget the daily cacpot. I'm picturing the music from like Casino Night in Sonic the Hedgehog sometimes when I come here. And also the casino stage in Sonic Adventure. Bum, ba bum, ba ba bum. Very jazzy in that one. Da, 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 da. What is it with Sega and Sonic, like nearly always including some sort of casino, like a carnival stage in nearly every Sonic game? Sonic 1 has like I forget the name, but there's a song, Spring Yard I think it is. In the second one, that's where Casino Night debuted. The third one, Carnival Night. First Sonic Adventure had like another casino stage. And many others that I can't remember right now. Studiopolis, I think, is one like that in Sonic Mania. Why are they so obsessed with those stages? I don't dislike them. I'm just wondering why. It's a nice original thing, though. A nice original concept. Like, you might think a snowy stage, a western stage, a Japanese cherry blossom stage, a grassy stage. Those are things that anybody can think about, but I feel like a casino kind of stage, a carnival kind of stage, is a very original concept that they pioneered. Oh, this is a good one. Let's get this one. 3600. Let's go. Da-da-da. The best reward right there. Let's go. You almost forgot? What is it? What is it? We're not finished here yet. We're doing a little bit of the lottery here. 36. Okay. Could have been better. Could have been better. But that's okay. Yeah, I'll be sharing the link to that game when we finish the stream. I can assure you of that. Let's see here. 36 again. Alright. 36 and 3600. You what? You added something to the FC house in my honor? Ah. Yes. A sign of the future. I guess I'm pretty sure I'll be joining your guild on that day in the future. when I subscribe. Or you help me subscribe. Whatever the case. Whatever the case. We all live in future world. A world that's full of love. Our future life will be glorious. Come with me, future world. Okay, I think I am teleporting to the free company. Let's have a look at it. Imperium in Kurthas. I want to take a look at the entry log. Did anybody else leave new entries there? Now, I've already graced you with my presence once. That's gonna be enough. Otherwise, it's gonna be spammy. You added an eatable tea and Dango said near the entrance. You can come have some if you want. Don't mind if I do, Elorian. That sounds great. Let's see if I can recognize what type of tea it is, if it's recognizable. Or I can say what type of tea it is. Maybe it changes every day. That's how it is. It's a multi-dimensional tea. It's a different tea every day. Or a different tea for every guest every day. Something like that. Yes. Tajigen tea. There we go. Oh my god, why did I never think of that alliteration before? Tajigen tea. It's the Tajigen tea. Write that down. If you can name the furniture, put it as a name. I don't know if you can name the furniture. Where are we? Oh, thank you, dear butler. Thank you for that warm entrance. I'll have that. That looks like matcha. That looks 100% like matcha to me. And so maybe not as multidimensional, but still a wonderful tea. Absolutely wonderful. Or it's a green tea in that very traditional kind of bowl. Can I interact with it? Or is it not interactable? I'll have some of it. It looks different than my cup, but it's the same matcha. I told you, it's multidimensional. It's the Tajigen tea. Oh, this is so lovely. Thank you for adding that, Lurin. In my honor. But it's also, even if you don't know who it's based on, who it's for, so to speak, it looks so nice. I don't think I've ever actually had dango like that. I really want to taste it. Yeah, I know there's sweets like that that go well with tea. I might have something. More reason to sub. I know. No, and you know what? I also remember right now. Another reason why it would be a good idea to wait is because I gotta be certain that I'm gonna have at least 3 months of time. Because I could purchase the game, but then once I become a subscriber, if I lose that subscription, I can't play again. Not even the free trial content. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I was thinking about doing that recently, but I looked up more about it to be sure. And I forgot, oh yeah, I'll just purchase the game, I'll get 30 days as a subscriber, and then I'll go back to the free content. No, it doesn't work like that. Once you're out of free-to-play, you're out of there permanently. You can never be free-to-play again. So if you're not subscribed, you don't play. Fully subscription-based like that, right? That's how they do it. It's the way they do it. Subscription models work. It's just a little bit confusing when it's like that, but yeah. Glandalus, help me! I can't seem to get out of here. They're holding me hostage. Melody. Same, I'm hostage too. Please send help. Mist and remind me. Glandalus is Ducky, right? I forget. There you go. Oh, there we go. I graced you with my presence. I'll visit again soon. Yeah, it was on the 24th, the Starlight Celebration Day. And I can delete my message. That's a good thing that they give that option. Didn't I like this already? Oh, okay, there it is. Wait, I have 47 remaining likes. How does that work? Oh, listen to that music. Yeah, free weeks where people that used to sub can come back and play for free. Oh, okay. But yeah, I can't rely on that. You read the message from Torumi. Finally, a word from the owner in the book. I see that it's Yu Hoshihiro. You probably mean another one, right? It says Yu Hoshihiro for me for this message. Or is this the one? Oh, it's this one. You added that yesterday. Meigo Vanen, friend. Welcome to the home of the Torah Dream Guild, created by elves and their friends to share adventures together. Enjoy our home. Nice. Oh, it's Nier Automata music. I had no idea. I haven't played Nier. And yeah, the fact that they had a whole story with cut scenes and I think voice acting for the Nier quests. Oh my god, that is so freaking cool. This game, man. That is awesome. That is awesome, honestly. Let me have another sip of that matcha. I actually had matcha earlier today. I didn't mention that. So this is fate. This is fate. No, yeah, I was looking up what teas I'm supposed to avoid. Mostly caffeine is always gonna have to be avoided. You can still drink tea, but you gotta, try not to drink it, shortly before you're gonna start performing. And also hydrate in between the drinks, probably, or something like that. So it's something I really have to watch out for now. I didn't see enough about matcha, but it seemed to be sort of safe compared to something like black tea, right? I'm gonna teleport away. I don't know what's gonna happen if I log out or exit the game in a house like this. Will I just log in back here? Well, I teleported away just to be safe. Yeah. As we're about to wrap it up, thank you for showing that to me. I'll be very happy to continue getting a little bit of that tea every time I go into that guild house and stuff. Traditional Far Eastern green tea and dango set. Far Eastern green tea, yeah, it may be just like a high quality green tea in Chinese style, Gong Fu style, or it may be matcha. It looks like matcha a lot to me. What is dango? Is that Japanese in origin? I actually don't know. It looks to me like it is. I've seen some sweets that are kind of similar to that. I remember this scene from Dragon Ball Super in which they were serving tea to like the Kaioshin of Universe 10. And there were also like some sweets that they gave him with it, and they look kind of similar to that. So there's that. Let's see who we can rate now. Dropping the invasion from another dimension. And before I forget, let me already put like the subscriber version of that on the chat. Still need to put that on the bots. Like the thing about the bots is that it wouldn't show the subscriber emote for them, but it would show the text. So if you copy and paste it and you have the emotes, it will still show them up properly like it does with me right there. So you can have that version or the other soup kitchen, the non-subscriber versions of the raid message. Or also, you know, you can unlock the emotes with channel points, particles for 24 hours. So that's another option. Who are we gonna raid? Let's raid, blah, 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 blah. Let's raid. Yes, we will raid Vermilion. Legacy of Kain Soul River 2. Wait a minute. Oh my god, hold on a minute. He's been live for over 11 hours. He's in the middle of a subathon. Hopefully we're not hitting him near the end. But because he's in a subathon, I think it's a good idea. Oh my god, he's in a subathon. I forgot about that. And he's going really well. It's going really well. I'm glad to see that. I mean, he's been live for such a long time. Hopefully we're not hitting the end, but nevertheless. Oh, yeah. The in-room. Yeah. I'll do that. I return to old ass, so I'll just go to the quicksand. Let me do the raid command. So, Rider Vermilion, my rider friend right here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to return to that D&D session, but if we do, yeah, boom. More fighting together as Kamen Rider base characters, sort of. Yes, one way or another, I'm gonna get back to D&D, mark my words. But for now, Maniacs though. Tomorrow we'll be back with the YouTube Japanese learning stream. I forgot to show the schedule, but you can see it there on Twitter and Discord, alright? At 12 PM Eastern, much earlier than today. A much more chill affair. I think I'm gonna focus on Lingo Deer, but we shall see. Anyway, for now I say farewell, and otsukaresama desu.